So, the chat has decided that we will be returning to Slay the Spire. So, as a reminder to people that may or may not have caught some of the other streams, we've been playing around with mods, but I think for this particular session, we're just going to be going with the standard Twitch integration. The chat will be able to vote on all the cards that we come across, and we're going to hopefully get a successful run. We'll see where it goes. I think the plan is to do at least 2 runs, or if they go really, really fast, maybe a third. We'll see how it goes. But I think for now, let's jump into the game. There we go, chat. Hopefully everybody's doing well. You get to see the old reminders of not to play episode 2 from PSO. It's fair enough. So I believe where we last left off, we started a new file. We had actually beaten the run with the Silent in our second run, technically stream for this account. So that went pretty well. And I see that we unlocked another character, the Watcher, in addition to the Defect. I only remember an unlock for the Defect, but it must have slipped in there and I just don't recall. So I think what we're gonna do is maybe we'll just play 1 run of each and see how it goes. So we didn't end up winning with the Ironclad, but who knows? Maybe this time chat can help us win. So because we've died before, we get to choose some starting benefits. So we could choose to upgrade a card, lose all gold, remove 2 cards. That's kind of tempting. Tamed a random common relic. Upgrade a card. I think it's a little too early to upgrade. We don't have anything I would consider to be like amazing. I might just give up our gold here, chat. Let's get rid of our normal strikes. Risk reward indeed. I think what we're gonna do is there's not even a shop to benefit from. Like, even if we hadn't done that, chat, there's literally no shop until almost the midway point of the map. Yeah, that was the correct decision based off this map. So I think what we'll end up doing is we will keep it simple and mostly stick to question marks. See how it goes. If I really want another battle, I could skip one of the question marks. Let's see what kind of cards we could get. Again, we'll get mostly defensive ones and a bash or 2 here or there. We have to do a total of... Oh, sorry, chat. I made the foolish mistake of not correcting the controls before we started. 1 second. That'll drive me absolutely wild if that keeps happening. If you're wondering, it was double inputting left and right. That wasn't me. It was the controller. I swear. So we're going to hopefully just get a simple cleanup here. Avoid too much damage. We have a relic that regens 6 health. So we will try to take advantage of that where we can. So we're doing even less damage. We have to resist 7. I think we could do very easily with the defend here. Just very safe gameplay, chat. Gonna do 10 here. Yeah, I might as well just ignore it. Why not, chat? I mean, I could afford to get 1 more strike there, but I think the odds of us drawing a second strike are fairly high. Yeah, there's a bash. So goodbye. Hey, chat, hope you're ready. We are getting gold, and then you're gonna get a chance to vote. We're gonna add a card to our deck. What do we have? 50 seconds. Battle Trance. Costs nothing. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw more cards this turn. Or pay 1 to deal 8 damage to all enemies with Cleave. Or we have Thunderclap, an attack that deals 4 damage to everything and also applies a vulnerable, which increases the damage we deal. Now, as I said before, if you don't see something that makes sense, it's always safe to skip. But if you think there's a build that looks kind of cool, I would say go for it. We're very early in the deck's identity, so we don't have any relics that really push us one way or another. So we'll see how it goes. See, Chris in the chat has voted for number 2. It looks like we're aiming towards Cleave unless somebody votes differently. And I think it's going to default there. Well, there's the 5 seconds coming into play, chat. We receive Cleave. Okay, so we have some AoE. That could be useful. We did get rid of our normal strikes in anticipation that we'd be getting better ones. Oh no, we got the Wheel of Change. This is one of my least favorite ones. I almost always get curse. I very rarely get anything good from this. You come upon a dapper-looking, cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. I'm not ready. Please don't give me curse. Give me gold. Gold or treasure. I'll take both. We're gonna spin, chat. Just don't curse me. Every single time, chat. Of course it's curse. Of course it is. Roll your eyes, chat. Every time without fail. It's always curse. I wish we had enough money to remove this. We can't do anything here, so I'm just gonna leave. That was a wasted question mark. On a massive light encompassing the center of the room, its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 16 health. Oh, we'll take that. We upgraded Bash and Strike. Okay, Bash getting upgraded is good. As you walk through the light, you notice the light is absorbed into you. It's scorching hot! However, the pain quickly recedes. You feel invigorated as though you received a well-deserved slap. Slap? Okay, that's an interesting way of phrasing it. We'll go do another question mark. As you walk into a room, you hear a gurgling and grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of a strange light. Perhaps something magical? Looks like you could get some treasure. If you reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. We're gonna go for the relic, chat. We lost 3, and we pulled the relic out immediately. Wow, that was like nothing. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. Well, I don't want to look at the previous one. How do we, on a controller, select the upper part? I actually really don't remember. I want to take a look at the relic, so we're gonna sleep, I think, just to get rid of the damage. So completely worth it so far. Yeah, I know how to check my cards, but how do you look at relics on the controller? That's the real question, chat. I don't remember. Well, I think we're gonna fight a couple enemies. I might skip the boss here. We really haven't been getting any interesting cards, but we'll see. Try to get a better card. It applied vulnerable. Interesting. So I guess that's what a relic does. I mean, that's not bad. First turn vulnerable. Does speed up combat significantly. We could do a lot of damage here. I think I'm gonna do 1 bash into a defend. Because unfortunately, we're gonna take decay damage. With the thought that we'll take 3 damage and recover it with our relic. But more importantly, we can one-shot next turn, basically. We really need to. That should do 15... Well, we don't have enough because we drew a decay. That is so annoying. That is so annoying, chat. Unless this works. Oh, no, this works. Okay, we barely did it. We're good. Thank you, Vulnerable. Got it a colorless potion, and I hope you're ready to vote, chat. Let's see, we get to choose a card. So our first choice is Sword Boomerang. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. Or we have Twin Strike for the same cost that deals 5 damage twice. Or we have Iron Wave, which gains block and deals damage. Iron Wave, I think, is probably the safest choice in most builds. It kind of replaces what our normal block would be. But obviously, if we start coming across strength cards, both of the other 2 choices are very solid. So if we get anything that increases strength, these are really great choices. Definitely up to the chat to decide. But lots of tough things there. Chat's going for Sword Boomerang so far. Just a few seconds left for voting. Ooh, Kirk chose Iron Wave, so it's gonna split between them. Let's see which one it pulls. Pulled Iron Wave. I think what we're gonna do is I have an okay amount of things. I think we're gonna go ahead and upgrade, and we're gonna try to beat the boss. So because we did choose Iron Wave, let's get this upgraded so we get better block. So I think us having a good block move will end up being more important. Okay, we're gonna get a treasure here. Frozen Egg, whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it. Sure. Oh, you hit the potion button to check. Oh, okay. I would not have thought that, but that's fine. Let's go fight a boss. I think we are decently strong and we have 2 potions. I think we'll be okay. Ooh, cleave here would actually be extremely useful. So we just applied vulnerable to every creature, which means that they're more targetable. So if we, for example, do bash into a strike here and just take the damage, I think we could kill the back row. A solid cleave will speed this fight up significantly. Getting the other sword that we got will let us basically defend for free. I'm hoping we get something good here. Exactly what I was hoping to see. That's 13, and this should kill. While still playing extremely defensively. In fact, we're not even going to choose to take damage here. We don't need to. So that's an example of the relic really paying off to get rid of their benefits. We need to just basically do about... Got another Iron Wave. Nice. That basically negates it. Do a cleave here. And if I had another defensive card, I would have played it. I think I'll just do a strike in the front row. So that way I could just focus, I guess, the front one to kill it. We'll take 2 damage here, but that's not too bad, honestly. Lots of dazes. I'm going to have to draw 2 defense and I think 1 strike at the back row. Kind of hoping for more damage, but it's fine. I think cleave here did help us out pretty significantly. If we draw it again, this will save us a lot of time. It out damages everything that we have. That's 10 damage and applies vulnerable. We'll do it to the front row into a defend, I think. That's the best play we have. That way we should, no matter what, be able to kill it. As long as we get 2 strikes, 1 in the front row is dead. So we took a little damage there, but honestly, really, really okay. Ooh, we only killed it due to vulnerable. We got kind of lucky there. We're getting rid of all the daze cards that we drew. Again, if we get the Iron Strike, or whatever it was called, we should be fine. Now, I think bash into any strike will kill here. It will, nice. We got Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an extra energy. Okay, that's good for us. Snecko Oil, draw 5 cards, randomize the costs of cards in your hand. A little risky. Finally, chat, hope you're ready to vote. This is your only warning. I'm gonna go ahead and select the option. What do we have? We have Clash for 0. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. It costs nothing, but deals 14 damage, so situational. We have Battle Trance, which we've read before, but a new card is Whirlwind. Cost X. Deals 5 damage to all enemies X times. So if we get some kind of energy build going for this character, this will potentially be a screen wipe. But obviously, if it's the last card in play, it's going to be a lot weaker than our normal strike. So kind of mixed feelings on it. Situationally very good. Obviously, if we get something like any strength up, this card is probably the key for damage. And Clash is very specific. If we started getting rid of a lot of our blocks, for example, we could end up there. The chat is leaning towards the Whirlwind. It looks like we're gonna get the Whirlwind. Got an enemy before the shop. 128 means we can remove a card or potentially purchase something else. So I think we'll get 1 more draw and make a decision there. They've all become vulnerable. So if we get Whirlwind here, I think we just win. Think it's over? Yeah. Well, chat, Whirlwind immediately paid off. The fight was over. So hope you're ready to vote again. This is going to be your only warning before we start. So add a card to a deck. Our choices are Hemokinesis, lose 2 health but deal 15 damage. Very risky. We could lose health pretty quickly. We got Cleave yet again. And we have Armaments. So this card is very interesting. Not very strong in block, but every time you play it, you upgrade a card in your hand. So potentially very good if we end up with a lot of cards. And not bad. It doesn't hurt to have more block. It can also upgrade our other blocks, or upgrade Whirlwind, for example. The chat right now is leaning towards Armaments. So we have 1 Cleave. We're not going to take Hemokinesis. This one can be a little risky, because there are cards that make you draw whenever you take damage. And that's kind of like a draw engine into itself. So we've selected Armaments. Let's go ahead and go to the shop. What's for sale? Can't buy any of the relics. Body slam, deal damage equal to your block. Oh, that would have been so good. We have flex, gain 2 strength at the end of turn, lose 2 strength. So this would be a way to really boost ourselves. Now we have Inflame for sale, which is gain 3 strength. I might just take this card. It kind of fits with what we're going with. I think we're going to get that. Nash, every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 14 damage to all enemies. That's very tempting to take, but it's too expensive. Let's go ahead and remove a card. What should we remove? We have a lot of damaging cards, so I think we'll get rid of one of our normal strikes yet again. Actually, we could get rid of Decay, right? Oh, let's get rid of Decay. Goodbye, Decay. Better play. Better play. That way I stop taking damage there. We don't have a dead card. So, okay, we got a power. So we'll be doing slightly more damage. I don't think I really want another card. I think we're okay here. I think we'll be aiming for relics. So I'm going to take the question mark. If it's another fight, it doesn't really matter. We got a relic. Ink bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Okay. So we have a very small draw engine and a way to generate extra energy, which would make Whirlwind stronger. So good call. I would take that over a card choice any day. And I think if we don't take too much more damage, I might just go for the card upgrade. Let's see. Depends on what we fight here, though. Battle start. We're going to weaken him. Unfortunately, we didn't get our bash, but I could deal some damage here. So next turn, we just have to do a little bit of damage, because he'll split when he goes to, I think, 33 health. So we have to do 15. So if we draw, like, Inflame, for example, great card. Makes all of our stuff stronger. We could do all that we really need to do here. I could do... I think for the cost proficiency, we'll do Strike +1 and then Cleave. So getting Cleave on this enemy is really good, and we'll get another Strike. So they're only going to split into 2 slimes with 16 health. So I think we're not even going to bother healing. I'd be honest with you, chat. I think this is good. We draw Whirlwind, it's over. So chat, we drew Whirlwind, it's over. Just... Okay. Well, we're now at full health, basically. So chat, here's your only warning. We're about to go vote. So our choices are Infernal Blade, which is a skill, and a random attack into your hand. It costs 0 this turn, exhaust. Very interesting. We have Burning Pact, exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards. A little risky. Again, there are things that work off of exhaust, but we don't have any. Or we could get another Cleave. Or alternatively, if you think our deck is working as is, there is always option 0 to skip. You have 22 seconds to decide, chat. Just think about it. Chat is leaning towards Cleave, a second Cleave. Not bad. Again, you also have to think about it. This is a game that really rewards you for keeping the deck size small. So it seems like so far we're going for a sort of strength build. The Cleave kind of makes sense. Let's go ahead and go to the campfire and maybe smith something. Like, for example, potentially upgrading Whirlwind from 5 damage to 3 damage, I think fits our build pretty well. Because potentially, if we have 3 energy, that's 24 damage at the start. That will kill most basic enemies. If we have strength +3, that'll end up being 33 damage, I think. So I think that just rewards us. Looks like our boss is the slime with the top hat. So we're coming in at basically full health. It doesn't matter. I have a lot of potions that I don't really need. Oh, he's vulnerable at the moment. It would be such a shame if somebody were to Whirlwind him, chat, for 8 damage. I'm immediately rewarded for doing that, chat. We did 36 damage. What a great play. So he'll split when he gets down to 70, which we might be able to do. We'll see. We got an extra energy here. So we're going to go ahead and bash him to make him vulnerable, and then I think we're going to strike. Drew another card. We got Inflame. Perfect. I think we'll hold off a turn then. So now our Whirlwind does 11 per energy, chat. So Slime is about to attack, but it's still vulnerable. Now with how we have it set up, I might as well as armament something. So I can armament Cleave, for example. Really no downside to this. In fact, I'm going to do that now. The Cleave now does 14 damage. In case we draw it again, it's going to help us. We're going to do another 12 here. The boss is down to 42, so when it splits, it's going to do that. I could just play this snake oil, honestly. I really don't care what it does. Ooh, it made Iron Wave more expensive. That's unfortunate. Oh well. So I'm basically just cycling our cards a little faster. So if we draw any kind of cleave, I think they're basically done. We drew Whirlwind? Wow, chat. Okay. If we draw regular cleave, it's over. I hope you realize this, chat. Because our cleave, at minimum, will deal, I think, 9 due to our strength. So they are getting absolutely wrecked with this build. If we draw any cleaves, we win. We drew a cleave, it's over. Well, anyway, that was a boss fight, chat, if you could believe it. that was pretty convincing. We did not draw a potion. So here's your only warning that we're about to do a card vote. So we have a choice of Fiend Fire, which exhausts our hand, but deals 7 for each card exhausted. We have Offering, which is a skill. We lose 6 health, but gain 2 energy and draw 3 cards, but we exhaust it. So we basically give up our healing for the encounter. Or we have Brutality Innate. At the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw a card. Ooh, interesting. So this is free draw power at the cost of damaging us once at the start of every turn. Very interesting choices. I'm curious what the chat will go for. We basically have like one small draw engine, which will basically let us burst, but it's a one-off. We have a draw engine with Brutality Plus or Fiend Fire. Only a few seconds left, chat. Chat's leaning towards Brutality. I think when I beat the game for the first time... Oh, Kirk went for Fiend Fire. Whoa, Kirk's slipping in the vote at the last second and stealing it. Okay, Fiend Fire is kind of risky. I can use that to get rid of cards in my hand, for sure. Very interesting play. Oh, we have votes on the relics. Coffee Dripper, gain energy at the start of your turn, can no longer use rest sites. Let's not do that one. Gain energy at the start of your turn, you cannot play more than 6 cards per turn with the Velvet Choker. That one sounds terrible. On pickup, obtain a unique curse and 3 relics. Curse are negative cards. So 3 relics could be interesting. We might be able to get rid of the other ones. Yeah, if we're gonna pick a relic, I would say probably number 3, chat, for the Calling Bell. Otherwise, 0. All of the other ones definitely penalize me. Like, really hardcore. Like, I could try to win with it, but there would be a pretty big disadvantage. So just think about it, chat. You have a few seconds left. If you don't vote for anything, I think it just skips. Kirk is voting for the curse. Okay. What are we gonna get? Unplayable, cannot be removed from your deck. Okay, so this is a dead card. But what did we get? Upgrade 2 random skills. Okay, our defense got stronger. Whenever you attempt a curse, increase your max health by 6. Does that work right now? Oh, it doesn't work. The end of turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies with Stone Calendar. Whoa, this will actually be really big on certain boss fights. That's a lot of damage. It might actually have been worth getting the curse. The Stone Calendar there. The other ones, not so much, because I will hopefully not attain another curse. But we'll see. So we reach Act 2. We can't get rid of the curse that's in our hands. We have an okay amount of money. But I think the goal is to start fighting some bosses and to set up for healing afterwards. So I think the safest choice is to go for the campfire. So I think what I might end up doing is fighting this enemy, taking a few of the question marks, kind of going shop to shop. I think that makes sense. I think we're going to do that. So enemy, shop, 2 question marks, shop, boss, enemy, campsite. I think that makes the most sense. Just plotting my route a little bit, chat. I want to minimize how much combat we end up in. So I started with Inflame, which is excellent. Unfortunately, I got no defensive cards, which really sucks. We're going to... I think bash it for the future. So unfortunately, we're going to take 12 here, chat. Not much I could do about that. Could do Iron Wave for sure here. The way we're slightly tankier. I could armament to increase maybe our defend if we draw it again. We drew another card. We have 12 defense already, so I think I'm just going to strike normally here. So again, just in case we end up with the block, we can use that to be a little safer next time. Now we just need to get 10 defense. And we drew Fiend Fire, which deals 10 damage for every card we have, which would be a lot. So our choices are to deal 44 damage, which is not enough to kill, or to pay 2 and deal potentially 30 damage. I think what I'm going to do, chat, just to split it a little bit. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to play Fiend Fire, because I think this counts as 30 damage, which I'm okay with. Yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. So we're only going to take 2. That's not bad. And again, that weeds out our deck a little bit, so that could help with the amount of cards we gain. So I just need to do 24 damage and it's dead. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, but that's okay. We got enhanced blocks. Okay, we slightly did damage because we have an enhanced strike there. So again, we won't have to deal with much next turn. So we need to hopefully kill it this turn. And I think we will. Nice. It took a bit of damage, but not too bad. So here's another warning. We're about to go vote. Our choices are Flame Barrier, gain 12 block whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage back, cost 2 to play. We have Pommel Strike, a very interesting card. For 1, it deals 10 damage and draws 2 cards, so that could be the start of a draw engine. Or we have Headbutt, which deals 9, but allows me to put a card in the discard pile back on the draw pile. So if there's something that's really good to keep replaying, Headbutt kind of helps us use that card over and over again. And Pommel Strike Plus is honestly pretty strong by itself. There's almost no downside to it. I think both of these cards are very solid. Flame Barrier is kind of we'll see how it is. So just a few seconds left to vote. Yeah, I do feel like the 50 seconds is like just right, because I know there is like 30 seconds of stream delay, but I think that's enough time for everybody to vote. If you feel like it's not enough, just let me know. I'll fix it between games. So we decided to get the Pommel Strike. I'm going to try to remove a card here. I think it's the correct play. You could get a Relic. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Dang, we can't get that one. Normal enemies are no longer countered in question mark rooms. That one's really tempting. I don't think I care about any of these. Rampage, deal 8 damage, increase this card's damage by 5 this turn. So this is an example of a card you would want to Headbutt over and over again. If we had taken Headbutt, I would have done this for sure. So Dark Power plus whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. That's okay. Let's go ahead and remove a basic attack, I think. Yeah, we have a decent amount of damaging cards. Let's get rid of a normal strike. That way we have a little more consistency in our draw power. I feel like more often than not, that's the correct play. Hopefully we don't get into any encounters here, but if we do, I'll have money to use the shop again. So no matter what, I think this is the right choice. Navigating an unlit street, you come across several hooded figures in the midst of dark ritual. As you approach, they turn to you in an eerie unison. The tallest among them bears fanged teeth and extends a long, pale hand towards you. Join us, brother, and feel the warmth of the Spire. We accept this deal. We lose all of our strikes, which I was getting rid of anyway. We receive 5 bites, but lose 24 health. So bites recover 2 health and deal 7 damage. So this is overall a little stronger than our other strike moves. So we lose 3 strike cards to gain 5 attack cards. But every time we do that, we gain health. It's kind of tempting. I'll take the chat's opinion on it. I won't just immediately jump into it. I feel like there's a lot of builds where this 100% makes sense to always take. I'm not as sure about this build. As I said before, I'll leave it to chat. Think about it. Losing 24 health is not the worst thing in the world. It just makes the third act a little riskier. But then again, we have health recovery, which you don't normally get. So anything that would have drained health from us normally, like actually great example. So if we had picked that other power where we lose health, but we draw an extra card, this is how we would have offset it completely. I'm thinking about the card, chat. I don't see any takers one way or another. As I'm leaning towards yes, just to try something new. I'll give you about another 5 seconds. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go for it. I don't see anything to the contrary. Chat says do it. In front of you sits an altar to a forgotten god. Atop the altar sits an ornate female statue with the arms outstretched. She calls out to you, demanding a sacrifice. Gain 5 max health, lose 14 health. Oh, perfect. We can mitigate how much health we just lost there. Okay, so we're back up to 61 max health, which I think is good. So not a huge health loss, honestly, when all is said and done. You stand in on the altar and cut your wrists. As the blood spills out in sacrifice, the arms of the statue reach out and close around your eyes. Everything goes dark. You wake up a short time later, feeling a new potential surging through you. So we should take this route, and hopefully we survive the boss battle. Let's see, is there anything cheap worth taking? Flex is for sale. Gain 2 strength, at the end of the turn lose 2 strength. Fire breathing, whenever you draw a status or a curse card, deal 10 damage to all enemies. If we had more money, I would have done this one, because we have a curse card, and statuses are commonly added via boss battles. So this would have just nuked them for sure. That's such a shame. I wish we could have sold cards here for money. Anyway, boss time. Ooh, 3 enemies, a little risky. We get an extra attack here, though. Let's go ahead and... I think the correct play here is to try to pommel strike some defense. And we're gonna block to upgrade maybe a bite. Yeah, and that'll heal us more. That's exactly what I was thinking it would do. So we're just gonna get tankier. And we're just going to... Ooh, we're gonna lose a lot of health here, potentially. I'm gonna just go for a straight up block here. I think is the correct play. So I reduced some of the damage. We healed a little bit due to how we did it. But we're still gonna take 21 here. A little bit risky. Hopefully we don't get a triple attack next turn. We could just deal 24 damage, and that'll kill one of them. 24 or do 22. I think I'm gonna go Inflame into Whirlwind Plus. Unfortunately, we really need to get a defensive card next turn. But I think that's the correct play, because if we don't play aggressive with them, we're in trouble. Okay, we're gonna use a potion here. Choose one of 3 cards, it costs 0. Good Instincts, get 6 block. I might go for that one. Choose one of 3 cards in your hand, add to your hand, it costs 0. That's too risky. I'm gonna go for Good Instincts. I want the guaranteed block here. I think that was a good play. That really reduces how much we're about to take. So hopefully we can recover some health the next couple turns with some bites. And they're all pretty wounded. Or they'll just do an insane amount of damage. That kind of sucks. So these are just free damage. So I think the correct play would be to bite into Fiendfire. Because that would deal 30 damage. Oh, it only single targets? Oh, I thought it hit everybody. Oh, that's kind of a problem. I would have targeted a slightly different enemy in that scenario. Tough call. Either way, I'm going to take a lot of damage. I kind of wish I could redo that. I thought Fiendfire hit everybody. I misread what the card did. How do I reduce damage? So I could reduce 10 and then deal 10. That would only do 20. That would not be enough. I think I would have to Fiendfire to kill one of them. I'm going to have to target the back row. Unfortunately, we're going to take a lot of damage here. So it's going to be really close. I'm hoping we could get some healing here. We finally got something worth it. Let's upgrade a block in case we draw it again. I'm actually going to choose not to do anything here. I want to try to get health by using Bite. I think that's the correct play. We definitely need some health for the next combat. We could do enough to kill him and also recover health. So if I do it in this order, he shouldn't die. So I think that was the correct play. We recovered 9 health. Got Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest to heal an additional 15. We need this, for sure. That'll help fix what we did. We have a block potion. Excellent, because we got really damaged. Hope you're ready to vote, chat. This is your only warning. We got choose a card, barricade. Block is not removed until the start of your next turn. That one's not a bad power, but we have no defense for it. Normally, that's like a build changer. We have Twin Strike, which is deal 5 damage twice, which is okay. Or we could get another Inflame, which is just more free damage. Honestly, the Inflame might be the better choice here at this rate. If I were to look at these powers and make a decision. If we had gotten Barricade earlier in the run, I would have been very interested in it, because I almost never draw Barricade. But at the same time, Inflame is just such a safe choice if we're going to pick something. Yeah, because getting up to 6 strength is actually really important for Whirlwind. Things like that. Looks like we are leaning heavily towards Inflame. Got Inflame. So I just have to survive to the camp. If we can make it to the camp, we're fine. I have 1 potion for block. So I think the odds of us surviving are fairly high, as long as I get some decent defense here. They're all vulnerable. They could deal 10 damage to us. Let's block into bite. Into bite. So we just recovered 4 health, and we're going to take 10. That's not the best. So we're down to 19, chat. We're very low on health. But if I need to, I'll use the block potion. We are getting really unlucky with our draws, I have to say. I think the correct play here is to Pommel Strike to draw more cards. Whirlwind will save us, but if we could kill something with Bite, this would be really good. Like defense 8 into maybe a deal 7 damage? Because we can't do enough to kill, I don't think, even with the upgrade. Now if I upgrade this, this will be... So I could technically resist 16 this turn. I think I might do that. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna upgrade one of the bites for more damage. And attack does nothing. I might as well do it to draw a card. So again, we are very injured, which really sucks. I might have B4C's the block potion here. But Bite is making a difference here. Oh, the enemy's vulnerable. Nice. Let's go ahead and cleave for 11. And I wish we had another attack card. I think he's trying to run away, which he might be able to do. I don't think I could stop him. Yeah, he's too tanky, chat. I think he's gonna get away. What a shame. Yeah, he's out of there. Whatever, he took our gold, but we got some of it back. We could get a speed potion for more dexterity. That might help us in the future. Here's another warning, we're about to vote. So we have Body Slam, deal damage equal to your block. Excellent with the other power that we got rid of. Shrug It Off Plus. Ooh, gain 11 block, draw a card. Excellent block card. And Disarm. Enemy loses 2 strength, exhaust. Two very interesting cards towards the end of the list. Exhaust means it just gets out of our hand, so it's not the worst thing to draw. Shrug It Off, though, with that block. That's kind of hard to say no to. It kind of fixes some of our draw engine issues as well. Disarm can be very interesting, I will say, on certain bosses, because sometimes they don't have a way of accumulating strength, so instead of them doing 5 times 4 damage, they would only do, like, 3 times 4 damage, for example. It looks like we're leaning towards Shrug It Off. We did get a really strong defensive card there, and the smartest choice would be to go to the campfire and rest, because we have no reason not to. We're gonna heal so much health, chat. Fortunately, we usually, I think, recover a percentage health when we rest. The Regal Pillow gives us 15, so it's basically a full heal now. We might go towards the boss and then try to campfire afterwards. I think that's the best play. Let's see what relic we get here. Could be useful. 68 gold and Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack card into your deck, upgrade it. Okay. Well, again, I think the best choice is to just go to another boss battle. I think we need more relics just to speed up combat. Oh, this is an enemy that we don't want to take too slow. Let's go ahead and Inflame into Bite, recover some health, and use defensive here. So having extra strength here will speed this fight up significantly. But if we have to take some damage, we have some bite capabilities. That's going to deal 21 to us, which is kind of high. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use armaments to increase bites damage and healing. Well, let's go ahead and do that. And use a power. So we're basically as strong as we're going to get. And do we have something that would help us here? Don't think so. I think we're going to use the block potion. Again, this boss is very damaging and kind of scary. So I think we'll draw random cards with the snake potion. But we have +6 strength. So if we draw a whirlwind, for example, this could help a lot. Shrug it off is excellent, I think, in this scenario. We might end up doing that. Let's use draw 5 cards. Oh, it randomized everything. Ooh, that's a little scary. Well, bite is free now, so I have no reason not to do that. Unless I bash into bite. Might make more sense. Ooh, it made everything more expensive. That was actually not a good play. We're gonna heal 2. I can't use Shrug It Off anymore. Dang. Dang, that really sucks. Actually, that was the worst thing that could have happened. Well, we're about to take a ton of damage. So that potion completely backfired, chat. If it kept things to 1, it would have been fine, but it made our core cards 3, which is actually really bad for us. We got an extra energy here. We don't win soon, we will die. We're gonna Pommel Strike to draw 2 cards. And maybe Bash? No, I think we have to play defensive here. Dang. I don't know if I can rush this. I think this is gonna force me to use Dex. Not enough energy, dang. So this is very bad. This boss might actually end the run right here. Unless we get really good damage. Deals 21 to all enemies, X times. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That could have been so bad for us, chat. I can't even understate how close we were to losing that. Start each combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Ooh. That is really, really good. That fixes a lot of issues with our deck. Speaking of which, let's go vote on another card. So our choices are Bloodletting, lose 3 health, gain energy. Oh, it does cost nothing, though. Interesting. Shockwave, apply 5, weak and vulnerable to all enemies, exhaust. Very interesting. Weak does help us survive by quite a bit. But it is... I have mixed feeling. Well, it is good. I will say it is good. We could get another cleave. At this point, chat, I don't think we should really get another cleave. If we're talking about pure attack potential, I think the only ones that would even be in general consideration would probably be 1, 2, or skip. Because weakening that other enemy we were fighting would have made it so we didn't need potions. It all really just depends on what we fight. We don't have a good way of reducing their damage. We have, like, okay block skills. Or potentially losing small amounts of health for energy is, again, a really solid choice with the bite build. So I think either are valid. Looks like chat went for Shockwave Plus. I'm thinking about if I want to use the shop. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to play it really, really, really safe, chat. I'm not even kidding you. I don't want to game over for dumb reasons. Let's get into another encounter, and I think we'll do 2 question marks into another resting site. Another enemy that could be kind of annoying if we go slow. So choose any number of cards to replace. So we don't want any defense here, so I'm just going to get rid of our defense. So that's actually an extremely powerful ability, as you're seeing here. Like, look how much damage we're getting, chat. Really, really good. Again, that gambling chip fixes so many issues we would have with the deck. So if we start with a dead hand, we could basically just get rid of it. This enemy's almost dead. I could inflame. That's probably our best choice. We'll take 21 damage here. I don't think there's a good way to avoid that. Yeah. I think we're just going to take it. Unless I Pommel Strike for defense. We'll check that real quick. Weak and invulnerable? Sure. Okay. I'll take 15 over 21. Good call. The chat's item immediately coming into play. If I get some bites here, this would be perfect. I did. Again, we'll recover more of that health we just lost. I'll get an Inflame and... Sure, I'll upgrade Fiend Fire Plus automatically. Again, it's going to do reduced damage. I just need 15 defense, which might happen. Or we could kill it. So we deal 30 damage to it currently, which is not quite enough. I could Pommel Strike it. I could Fiend Fire it as well. So I could get one bite here into Fiend Fire, and I think it's dead. So let's just do that. So heal coming into play right there, and perish. Nice. So warning, we're about to vote. Our choices are Flame Barrier, which we've seen before, Corruption Plus, Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Ooh, really risky. I don't know if we'll go for that this late into the game. Or Thunderclap, deal 7 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I don't know, what would I do in this scenario? I think I would probably skip. We already have Bash to apply vulnerable, and it's kind of a weaker attack. Like, I don't want to add more attacks. I want to draw Bite more consistently. Corruption Plus, I'm trying to think when you would want to do this. Yeah. I'll have to think about it, like what scenario you would actually want to exhaust all your skills. I guess if you can't get rid of them and you were like a Rampage deck, maybe that's when you would use it. Okay. Oh, Kirk was slightly too slow there. Group of bandits are there, lose all my gold or get into a fight. I might just let them do... I think if we kill them, we get a debuff. But, like, do I want to risk it? I don't know, chat. Should we risk this fight? Because it can be hard. We don't have any safety potions. The downside is that we lose all of our gold, so I don't get a shop choice. I think this gives a fixed reward. It's like the red mask, which I think causes them to start weakened, which can be useful, but we have to survive the boss fight. And we might have to survive 2 fights on the way to a resting spot. So I'm not sure. I'll leave it to chat, though. I'll do whatever chat wants. I'll give you like 20 seconds to decide. I will say, personally speaking, I would probably just ignore this. So if I do not see anything to the contrary, I will just give up our gold. I don't care that much about losing a card. Chat wants me to risk it? Okay. Well, we're here now. Let's hope I draw something godlike. What cards do I want to replace? I think I want to get rid of all of these and confirm. So we did get an Inflame. That's what I was looking for. So that will make up for the damage loss. And that will do 33 damage. I think this will kill most of them. Oh, never mind. Worth it, chat. Wow, that was a good power play. Start of your combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. So there you go, chat. We drew perfectly due to the gambling chip. If we didn't draw that, that would have been bad. But because they were weakened from our other relic, they took bonus damage. They died instantly. So sure, now enemies just don't do as much damage on the first turn. That's a pretty free card. Good choice, Chris. You did it. It was all you. So one more warning. We're about to vote yet again. Let's see. Our choices are Uppercut Plus, deal 13 damage, apply weak and vulnerable. But it costs 2. Not really feeling it. Thunderclap Plus, we've already skipped that. Clothesline Plus, deal 14 damage, apply 3 weak. I mean, this would be the closest to consideration, but I don't know if I'd want to spend 2 energy on this, if this makes sense. It's like, okay. If we had slightly better energy gain, I would be like jumping on that to reduce damage, but I think it'll be fine. So personally speaking, I don't think there's anything here I would be interested in. Especially since we're going for a strength build. I mean, you saw what happened when they were vulnerable and we got the empowerment. How core that was. It's just ridiculous. They got deleted, chat. This was a fight. This is what I was hoping to not have. Let's get rid of our bites. Hopefully we can draw a strength up. We drew a shockwave, which I think is worth doing. We could do a weaken. That could help us for the future. I'll do that. Weakening the enemy for multiple turns, I think, is the better play. We already got a small strength up, so who knows what'll happen. This costs 0 and deals 10 damage for every card in our hand. I think I'm gonna do another Inflame. I mean, this should be a lot of damage. I think that's the right play. Good play. So we're even stronger. We could potentially one-shot next turn. Because again, he's weakened. He's still vulnerable. Shrug it off is unfortunately more expensive. We can deal 13 damage. Let me think about this. Dang, all of our blocks are really expensive. I'm gonna shrug it off and hopefully draw an interesting card. We didn't draw an interesting card. I'm gonna play really safe here. I really don't want to take damage. We don't need to. We have a couple turns to play with. If it does anything defensively, we're going in. Yeah, we just got armaments for free, which we could use to upgrade, for example, block if we end up drawing it again. I think it's the better choice. And we might just go for damage here. Thinking about it. Oh, Shrug It Off is free? Oh, there's no reason not to play that then. Do we do true cards? Not super useful. We could deal 52 damage, or we can make the enemy vulnerable longer. Let's just do 52 damage. Oh, I forgot to calculate vulnerable. Never mind, it's dead. Ignore me, chat. Okay, so we got an attack potion, so that'll make the next boss a little safer. Warning, we're about to do a vote. Our choices are Shrug It Off, but it's unempowered, disappointing. Fire Breathing, whenever you draw a status or curse card, deal 10 damage to all enemies. It's not bad. I don't know if we need it. It's one of those things, it's a nice to have on certain bosses. Like, obviously, when we got all those wounds, it was good. And finally, we have Second Wind. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each card exhausted. So this just kind of helps clear it out so that we get mostly offense. I don't know. I don't feel like we're drawing a ton of, like, skills and useless powers. I don't know if Second Wind would make sense. Again, for a Rampage deck, this would be amazing, because this would just get rid of all the bad stuff in our hand. Yeah, Fire Breathing, even if we draw it in our starting hand, we can always reshuffle. So I think this is a pretty safe choice, because we will always draw a curse at some point. So eventually it's just 10 free damage. Finally, we have a resting spot, but we're at full health because we played that very well. So let's go and see if we can upgrade something in our deck. Could upgrade armaments itself. I think we might do that, actually. That way it's more general defense. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Yeah, that's worth it. Because that means we can upgrade all of our bites, chat. It's actually extremely worth it. Okay, we got an enemy here. Fortunately, I think it just resisted everything. So let us discard pretty much our whole hand, because we might be able to armament something nice. Sure, we'll armaments to improve our bites. They'll heal for more. This thing is almost vulnerable. I'm gonna do this even though it won't do more damage, just so that next turn we can apply penalties to it. So now our bites heal for 3 health. So it's like getting 3 block whenever we attack. That's not too bad. Got an extra energy there, which is really good because we just drew all of our powers. So yeah. If we happen to draw our curse card, it'll be 10 free damage. They got rid of the thing that we can exhaust, which is unfortunate. Took a little damage there, but we always have bite. Shrug It Off for 11 damage. We might do that. Or we have Iron Wave. Tough decisions. Eventually, I'm going to use the attack potion to beat this boss. Just deciding when it would make sense. Okay, we could get the kill there and get the health. That forced our cards to shuffle. Oh, I drew into Whirlwind. That was a bad scenario. Unfortunate. So again, we can use Bite to kind of make up for some stats. The enemy's slowly powering up. He's got a lot of defense, which is scary. Let's do some damage. Let's upgrade the block for the future. Again, if we draw the curse, it's 10 damage. That'll help us out significantly. We have to be careful because the boss is probably prepping a super attack really soon. We just drew into what I was looking for, so let's just do nothing but bites, I guess. Oh, we got Shockwave to reduce damage. Yes. I want that immediately. Yes, please, chat. If we can reduce how much damage this boss deals, this is great. So we got a little bit of healing from Bite, so we could take a super attack. Yeah, see, the super attack does 38 while weakened. I'm kind of glad we did that, or else we'd be dead right now. Let's go ahead and add a random attack card to our hand. I think we do more damage. Another Fiend Fire. Damage fill if the enemy is vulnerable. Gain energy and draw a card. This is free, I think. I think no matter what, yeah, we just did free damage there. So we could, I think we'll defend into Bite, because we need some healing into Bite. We'll draw another card. Could be something useful. Oh, Fiend Fire, if we had one more energy. Dang, that's a shame. So we're going to take a lot of damage here, but I think that was the right play. Bite let us recover health. And we blocked for... Oh, we're down to 12 health. Little scary, but the boss is stunned now. This is our chance to deal damage. Let's do some bites. We're going to do 14 per. I mean, that's the same as a bite, honestly. Might as well just keep attacking. So we could see Bite literally paying for itself right there. Oh, we did 52 due to our relic. That's so clutch. So we have 20 health due to Bite. We could deal 18, but we resist it. We'll do Shrug It Off. Maybe we'll draw into something interesting. We didn't. We'll do Iron Wave for defense and damage. So the weak from the other thing that we have is really crucial right now. I think we'll do another 8 block here. Excellent. Down to 19 health. So that 2 costing weak vulnerable, so good. We would have died without it, chat. 100%. That would have been end of run. So we're going to end this turn and just taunt him by biting him to heal. So we recovered a decent amount of health. Considering we're down to like 3 at one point. So just as a warning, we're about to go ahead and step into the voting. Our choices are Bludgeon, which costs 3 but deals 42 damage. Don't know how I feel about that. That's pretty expensive. Or Corruption, skill costs 0. We've already seen that. Or lose 6 health, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. I'm kind of happy with what our deck is, to be honest with you, chat. I don't know when I would ever take Bludgeon in a deck. It's like 42 damage, but for the same amount, Whirlwind already beats it, and it's more useful situationally. So with just 3 and 2 strength ups, it's better than this. And the odds of us drawing a strength up are very high, the gambling chip. So I don't know when you would use this, to be honest. If you had something that reduced the cost to 0, which I think exists, this could be interesting, but not feeling it, chat. I think if nobody votes, it just defaults to skip. Yeah. That's also fine, chat. Let's see what relic we can get. Hopefully it's something good. Keep in mind, I do believe you need to vote for the relics. So if you are listening, would like a vote, this is your warning. So our choices are gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer use Smith at the rest sites. Honestly, probably pretty good. Gains energy at the start of your turn whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Ooh, don't like Cursed Key. So number 1's looking really good. Or Tiny House. Upon pickup, attain a potion, 50 gold, max health, attain a card, random card. 1 or 3. 1, I think, will help us to kind of snowball out of control for bosses. 3 is just a safe choice. I don't know how much it'll help us. Because we're not going to Smith, I think, at this point going forward. We have Armaments Plus. So we would only be resting at rest sites. So do you want to get 5 health and some upgrades, or get the extra energy? It's pretty much what it's down to. A few more seconds to vote. Chat has so far voted for Fusion Hammer. Probably a really good choice, because that will let me do more damage with Whirlwind, and that just makes that even better than taking Bludgeon. We're on the final act. If we could beat the donuts, we're fine. Now, I think what I'll end up doing is we have a lot of money, so I think I'm going to try to take advantage of question marks and shops. So I think the correct call would be go up in a straight line here, because this also has a lot of safety areas and no bosses. I really don't need a boss at this point. I think we have everything we need to win. We just need to play it safe. We're going to start here and go to the question mark room. So every enemy will be weakened. Let's get rid of Bite and defend. If I have to cleave, I'll cleave. We got Shrug It Off. As I said before, we'll Shrug It Off for damage reduction, actually. We got Inflame. That's exactly what I was looking for. And that lets us do a lot more damage. So we'll take a little bit of Thorn damage there. But I think this is okay. I think that was just the correct play in general. Oh, actually, we didn't even take any damage. Wow. Thank you, Vulnerable. Wow. Our strategy's looking really good, chat. We even got an extra energy from the flower. It's over. Fire breathing, just to insult. That's thorn damage 3. That could bite. Shockwave it, why not? It is no chance, chat. If we draw a curse, it's dead instantly. Speaking of which, we drew the curse, chat. So we got an elixir, exhaust any number of cards in your hand, remove until end of combat. Not the most useful for our hard situation, but I'll take it over no potions, I guess. There's a warning, chat. We're about to do yet another vote. So let's see. Clash can be played if every card in your hand is an attack, deals 18 damage. Yeah, I think we've seen all of these, honestly, chat. I don't think there's one in our deck that really makes sense from like a player standpoint. Like, even though Body Slam is free, we're never gonna have block. Like, it's cool that it's 0, but it's not gonna be useful most of the time. So good to know if I'm doing a Body Slam deck that's a thing. But honestly, I don't want anything cluttering up the powers for a strength draw. If it was something like pay 0, get 3 strength this turn, and then lose it at the end of turn, I would be far more inclined to take something like that into the deck. I'd be like, sure, make Whirlwind stronger for free. Do you know what I mean, chat? But those other ones, nah. I think you gave me just enough to win. Let's take the question mark. Don't be in a fight. It's not a fight. Good. You head upstairs, or excuse me, as you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. We could choose to lose a card. I could lose regular defend. That's actually kind of tempting. Or a regular bite. Honestly, I might get rid of a regular bite. I don't think we need 5 bites. I'm thinking about it, chat. I think that's the correct play. Because we have like 20-ish cards. I only really want to bite like 3 or 4 times. Because I only have 4 energy. So the most I'd ever want to bite is 4 times. So I'm going to get rid of a bite here. I was thinking about a defend, but it's better to get rid of the bite. Well, in free fall, you consider your options. Land safely with your greatest techniques. Channel power to survive the fall. Strike at the wall. We're going to strike and lose a bite. Goodbye, one of our bites. So again, this just helps with card cycling even more. We're more likely to draw Whirlwind. We're more likely to draw defensively. So I think it's just a better choice. You're able to latch onto the wall and manage to make a short hop onto another stable platform. So kind of worth it. Let's check the shop out. Maybe there could be a relic of interest in here. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn. That is really tempting. I'm thinking about it. Start should leech combat with 2 strength. Ooh. Upon pickup, raise your max health by 14. Starting with 2 strength is really good, and as is free card play is so good. Both of these are so good for us. I think I might do the 2 strength. Thinking about it. Just because, like, again, like, it just means we get a steamroll going. But free power is also really good. We don't have too many powers to take advantage of this. So I think I'll take the safer Sling of Courage. Yeah. See, here's an example where we have one where every time we draw a card that's a status effect, for example, we would deal 10 damage. This is actually an interesting purchase. I might go for this, actually. Just because it gets rid of itself, and we could constantly deal 10 extra damage. I'm thinking about it. So if I get the Sling of Courage, I have enough to remove a card or get dazed. I think I'll get Reckless Charge. It costs 0, does 10 damage, and it synergizes with our other power a bit more. So we can end up doing 20 damage, for example. I think I'll go for that. I have 122, which is not quite enough for another card. So I think the right choice is to probably get the random attack card. Yeah, we don't want to hold on to it. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. That one's also interesting. But we don't have anything that drains our health. So the other thing where we drew a card every turn, we could have had it so that we got 2 strength every turn. And that would have been the win condition for sure. But that's okay. Let's just go for a safe attack potion. And if we have more money after that, it's whatever. Pummel, deal 2 damage 5 times, exhaust. That one's kind of interesting. But I think I'm going to go for that. Again, we have a couple fights potentially coming up. I'd rather play it safe with potions. Navigating through the beyond, you discover a glowing tesseract spinning and shifting gently in the air. You touch it. Add one colorless card to your deck. Oh, I really don't want to, actually. Or get 2, lose 5. Add 3, lose 10. I don't want to lose health. We'll get 1 card. So get ready to vote, chat. Or actually, it says we could skip this. I'm kind of thinking about it. Let's at least look at the options, and then we'll skip it, I think is the correct choice here. So as a warning, we're about to begin a vote. The bandage up costs nothing, heals 4, exhaust. Panic button, gain 30 block. You cannot gain block from cards for 2 turns, exhaust. Interesting. Hand of Greed, deal 25 damage if fatal, gain 25 gold. I kind of like the cards that exhaust themselves, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, bandage up just free if we were forced to pick one. Panic button is interesting because sometimes it takes enemies 2 turns to attack, but then we're open the next turn. I don't know. Again, skip is also safe if it allows us. I don't know if it will. Chat's leaning towards panic button? Okay. I mean, I guess if I'm gonna die, it's not the worst thing to have. Serenity. 2 primitive creatures fight over a carcass on the side of a road. You observe, devoid of emotion. Recently, one of your peers had stopped reporting on their assignment, a Spire of unknown origin. As the fight ends, you continue onward, unfazed by the bloody scene that took place. Well, okay, I guess we could panic button if we're gonna lose. I guess that's the intent of the card. We drew panic button. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of panic button. I think I want to apply shockwave, so I'm gonna get rid of everything that is not shockwave. I think it's the correct call here. Try this. So we can get an inflame, a shockwave, and also go for a shrug it off. Nice. So we debuffed this monster pretty heavily, and we have a decent amount of strength. So it looked like it empowered itself. We could Reckless Charge for free damage. There's really no reason not to go for it. Let's go for Fire Breathing and... Armament, sure, to empower that. We'll keep Reckless Charge, and I'll get rid of our regular defend. Actually, no, that's fine. I'll do this then. So if we draw the daze, or if we draw our curse, or he just applied status to us, he could end up nuking himself. So currently we could deal 16 damage times 4, which I think is, if I'm doing math correctly, 64. So GG. So there, our power was completely within our control. As a warning, we're about to vote. I think what I'll do is that it seems to start at 49. I'm gonna add 1 second, I think, the next time we play, just to give chat a little longer. As I like seeing it count down from 50, but it like literally starts at 49, which is not correct. Anyway, vote now. We have 1 Metallicized plus. At the end of your turn, gain 4 block. Okay, so that's a free block every turn. That's not bad. Chemokinesis, lose 2 health, deal 20 damage. Or Sword Boomerang, deal 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times. Chat's leaning towards Metallicize. I mean, it is just free defense. I'm not gonna say no to that. It is a power, so it will get out of our hand pretty quickly. So not bad. I think the odds of us beating the final boss, quote-unquote, of the non-heart run is pretty high. I'm really liking our deck. We're gonna start with 2 extra strength for the final fight, because keep in mind, we took the other relic. So again, everything else is just gonna do more damage. So if we get an early whirlwind, we could potentially nuke them. Or if we want to play defensively, we've seen that we've lived by like only like 10s and 15s of health. So 4 block might be very important here. Now we're about to rest here. We're at full health. So I think the correct play is to try to do 2 question marks here. Fortunately, we cannot smith. So that was the only time where I feel like the smith was a penalty. Let's try to do the question marks into... Where's the campfire? Yeah, I don't want to campfire this early. Let's do 2 question marks into a relic. We'll make a decision then. It's another merchant. What do you have for sale, merchant? I wasn't expecting you. Seeing red, gain 2 energy, exhaust, clash. Dual wield, choose an attacker power, add a copy of it. Dual wielding for extra strength up is very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think we can afford anything. Yeah. I think we'll hold on to our money. A little disappointing. It's kind of hoping for like a card removal. Oh, we got into a fight. the Maul. It's not attacking us, so I'm gonna get rid of Panic Button and defend and bite and also cleave. See if we can get something else. You get a Reckless Charge, so I think that's the correct play so far. Let's Inflame into a Shockwave. Again, we nerfed it for several turns, and we will also... I was gonna Pommel Strike, but if I draw a Whirlwind, that would be a big waste. I'm just gonna deal 15 here. So again, that Shockwave, drawing it is so big for us. Because he weakened us, but he is also much weaker. So I will potentially deal a lot of damage here. You get another Inflame. I think that's the correct call. We're gonna take 18. I think I'll play it a little... Oh, we're weakened. Never mind. That does 15. That would deal 60 damage. Thinking about it. Let's just do 60. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here. Not much we could do about that. Hopefully it... Okay, that's a much better attack to deal with. Let's get Metallicized in here and Fire Breathing. And Defense. Reduce all the damage. And a Free Strike. There we go. Metallicized should help us be safer going forward. It's a little easier to draw into a bite now. So if we draw bites here, this is where I'd want it. We did not draw into it, unfortunately. Let's Fiend Fire this, I think, is the correct call. I really don't want any of these cards to show up again. We're no longer frail. We have to avoid 18 damage or kill it, whichever happens first. We drew only bites, which is unfortunate. Let's heal, I guess. We drew another card. Hopefully it's defense. It's a Pommel Strike. Sure. Panic Button? Sure. Hey, chat, I used Panic Button. Feel proud. It worked as intended. So we can't get any block from cards, but we have a power that adds block. So I think that might still negate that. Oh, and it's not even attacking this turn. It's just dead. Get wrecked. Panic Button for the win, chat. So the warning, we're about to vote. Our choices are another Fire Breathing, Iron Wave Plus, or Pommel Strike. Honestly, I feel like at this point, any of these choices are a trap. We have a perfectly functioning deck. It would make sense to not clog it, honestly speaking. Chat's voting for Fire Breathing, which is okay. But again, I want to start getting like a draw cycle in. So if we start adding a lot of different random powers, I don't know. We'll see. Unfortunately, I don't think you're allowed to change your vote, Kirk. It registered it. So we'll see. I mean, at least the power will get out of my hand, but again, like now we're lowering the odds of getting like a Whirlwind or one of the more damaging powers. Like that's a nice to have, and we have one card that synergizes with it, and I think that's fine. See what happens. Oh, it skipped it. Okay, we got lucky there. So we have an option of doing a boss battle, to which I say, nah, just go get a chest though. Magic Flower healing is 50% more effective during combat. Ooh, our bites are more effective? Hey, that could be a game changer. So I think the correct play here is... Ooh, choices. Do I go for a boss now? And know I have to survive potentially 2 fights? Or do I risk doing 3 normal fights and surviving? It's a really tough call. Let's see what the question mark is. This will help me decide. While walking and traversing through the chaos of the Spire, your thoughts suddenly begin to feel very real. Imaginings of monsters and riches begin to manifest themselves into reality. The sensation is quickly fleeting. What do you do? I am war. Fight a boss from Act 1, attain a rare relic. I am awake, you can no longer heal, or I am healthy. Ooh. I don't like any of these choices. Can I pass? Dang, this is really bad. The safest choice, I think, for us is to just fight the boss. I don't think upgrading cards to remove healing is good at all. We need to be able to heal right before the boss, and getting another card that weakens us is absolutely devastating. This could literally ruin us on a boss fight. I think we have to go for the Act 1 boss. We are fairly leveled, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Let's get rid of all the bites. We got Reckless Charge, exactly what I want to see. We'll get Inflame here. And let's Whirlwind. Should do an insane amount of damage to this boss. We already made him phase shift and skipped his entire phase. So our goal for this next turn is to draw defensively and get powers. Hopefully we do. Got an extra energy there. We got Metallicize, perfect. Fire Breathing, perfect. Defense up, perfect. Drew another card. Got Shockwave, even better. Do we only have to resist 6? Okay. Perfect. What a great turnout of events. So even though he is Thorns, I think he is still worth attacking. Would be good here. He's gonna do 12. We'll play it safe. I got time, chat. We'll play it safe. We'll take 3 damage for this, but it's fine. We'll cycle our cards. Now we just have to burst him here. And we got the panic button, which is kind of tempting. I'm gonna shrug it off, though, into a bite, I think. I think that's the best play. And it healed us for more health, I noticed. And I guess I could Armaments to improve our panic button? For 40 block? That's not bad. That's actually pretty important. So I guess we got basically a free relic and healing. Because it's going to be defensive here, which is its fault. That's going to take another 10 there. Let's do Armaments again to upgrade our entire hand. And I think the correct play is to probably play our hand and Fiendfire the Curse of Bell. That's just kind of a dead card in our hand. Yeah, that's fine. So we still can draw Dazed, as I said before. But we still have a damage engine for sure. Here's an example where if I play block here, I could get away with attacking safely. Case in point. Oh, we're just doing so much damage, chat. I don't even need the panic button. So we got a pretty fortunate boss. We're very good against it because we got that early weaken. So now it could potentially do a lot of damage to us, but I think we could just kill it here. Oh, it's gonna... Oh, we hit the 7th turn. Our relic is about to go off. I actually want to see if we could save the relic. This steals more than normal. That does 32. We only have 2 energy, though. That's a shame. I think we're going to end up using our power, which is not intended. Draw one more card. Reckless Charge. Oh, we were so close. If we could just deal 2 more damage than what we have, I could have saved our relic. Dang, what a shame. Because we would have started the next combat dealing 52, if you were curious. Anyway, we have gold. Prevent the first time you would lose health each combat. What an excellent reward, considering we're concerned about health total. As a warning, we're about to vote yet again. Our choices are another Inflame. That one's kind of tempting, I'm not going to lie. Perfected Strike. We don't have any strikes, so that card is actually useless. Or Shrug It Off unbuffed. So I would say of these choices, the only ones that would make sense are Skip or Inflame Plus. Again, Strength is just going to scale really, really well with this character. Or we could say we already have enough damage, which might be true. We just skip it. I think those are the choices the chat is really left with. Perfected Strike, I think it would only deal 9. Yeah, I think it only does 9 damage for 2, which is absolutely garbage. We'll just let the chat decide. So we're 1 turn away from drawing an extra card, so we'll get an extra draw, I think, the next one. Chat has not voted for anything, so we'll just go on to a skip. Pretty safe choice. I'm thinking we do a boss fight here. We're at full health. It's worth risking. We could get to a campfire pretty easily. And we ignore 1 instance of damage. But let's go ahead and shockwave the boss. What can we get rid of? Shrug it off, cleave. I think that's it. We'll keep everything else. So I'm going to do that to reduce damage into Fire Breathing, into Iron Wave to get defense. So we'll just take 5 damage. Not bad. Again, we have bites, so I'm not really that scared. It said buffer wore off, but we still took damage. Huh. Okay, I felt like that lied to me a little bit. Let's get defense on. And 2 defenses and a bite, I think, are the correct play. We healed a lot of health there. And let's deal 12 damage here. Excellent. So again, because it's an elite battle, we get 2 strength guaranteed. So it's not doing anything. So this is a time I would want to play things like Inflame into maybe even Armaments to upgrade everything we have. Get a Reckless Charge. Drew another card. Got another Inflame. Excellent. We could get another bite off of this. Oh, 24 damage? That's insane. So our strength is very high at the moment. And we got rid of a lot of our powers in the deck. He made us draw more status cards, which is not to his benefit at all. If we draw them, he's about to take a lot. He's going to deal 12 to us, but we can metallicize into a defend, into a bash, I think, into a bite. So we'll take a little damage here, but honestly, not much. It's a pretty easy boss clear. So keep in mind, if we get another bite, we can undo all the damage we just got. And we drew a pretty much perfect. I could just do Shrug It Off here, I think, into a Whirlwind. We should do a lot of damage. Do we just have to resist 12 and a burn? Let's just do damage. Ooh, almost killed him. So yeah, we ignored all damage. Correct play. So if we draw any statuses, I think he dies. Yeah, pretty much. Reckless Charge, dead. Oh, he resisted. What a god. Well, he has the thing that where he can only take 1 damage for a while. That's unfortunate. We're about to take a ton of damage here. Unfortunate. Worst case scenario, chat. Goodbye our health total. I will hopefully draw more bites. I did not draw any bites. That's unfortunate. Well, perish. Strawberry, upon pickup, raise your max health by 7. Ooh, because that heals us immediately. This is actually really good news for us, chat. Because A, we're no longer that low on health, and B, we can bite to heal up higher. As a warning, we're about to vote. Our choices are a Perfected Strike, which is useless, a Second Wind, which I think is useless, and a Corruption, which I think is useless. So I don't think there's a single card we should draw at this point. But hey, I'll take the max health up before the next boss. Again, we might have to take 30 damage in a turn, like with no alternative. So having a little bit of leeway of 7 extra health is kind of big. And allegedly, we will not take damage, but I feel like the enemy hurt us for 4. So, who knows? We also have Panic Button, I think, to ignore a big boss blast at least. But if it's a boss with consistently high strength, it could be an issue. Although we know it's the donuts, which are not terrible. If we get Shockwave on them, it might be a free win. Because honestly, weakening them is so big. Yeah, we're gonna take the safest route to the next area. For sure. Okay, what are our choices? Before you launch an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit, pray to upgrade upgrade any card. Oh. Well, I think what I want to do is upgrade one of our bites. So that way we could get more damage and health out of it automatically. Like, guaranteed. So I'd rather get the health regen from that. Because that 1 damage could make a difference, chat. I believe this is an enemy I just have to survive for X turns. So we're going to play very defensively here. I'll keep the bite. And I think Whirlwind is also solid. I'll keep both of these. Actually, I'll keep 1 defend. Cycle just 2 cards this time. Okay, so what I can do is I can bite. If I deal 8 damage, it reduces its strength by an equal amount. So if I keep biting, I keep getting health. You can see, that does add up, so this is free healing for us, and it does no damage, but we'll defend anyway, just in case the game acts weird. So we are positive health on this encounter. So as long as we keep dealing damage to us, or to it, it should not really hurt us. So we'll do Shrug It Off to get free defense and another card. We got Bite to heal. Excellent. Debuffed it. Reckless Charge. Excellent for free damage. Another Bite. This was kind of the perfect enemy if we were to fight something, to be honest with you. Like, you can see we did so much damage to it. It is very ugly, I agree. So look at that, chat. We're actually gaining health on a random encounter. So thank you, Upgraded Bite. We could Panic Button if we really want to. Shockwave here could be useful, as we didn't get anything interesting here. We're going to do that, I think, into Inflame, into Fire Breathing. into defend, into panic button. Let's resist the damage, chat. Panic button coming in. We just gotta last a couple more turns. So we did 10 damage because we do a status. Metallicize, I'm not sure if it'll work, but I'll try it. We'll do Iron Wave, I think, and Bash. That'll decrease its strength. Another Inflame. Tempting, but we need to do damage. Oh, I should have done the other one first. That was a mistake. So we're going to take damage here. Okay, so the power-up from our Metallicize negates the panic button penalty. Oh, and we didn't take damage because of our relic. Wow, that's perfect, actually. So if we could do 52 damage here, we could do 45 damage here, we're fine. Which I think we could do. This will do 44. That's good enough. Perfect, it does no damage. Chat, what a great gameplay moment. We ended with positive health on a random encounter. Excellent. We're now at 69 health. So it seems like the bonus health from the flower increased our static healing from each encounter from 6 to 9. That's actually really huge for us. We can apply 3 weak. That's going to be so crucial, I think, on the upcoming boss. And finally, chat, maybe one of our last voting potentials. So our choices are Drop Kick, deal 8 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, gain energy, draw a card. War Cry, draw 1 card, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, exhaust. I don't think any of these are all that interesting, to be honest. Headbutt could be useful, but I think we're kind of past that point. I think our deck just kind of works. Because that's the best way to put it. Like, it's good to, like, once you have a draw engine, you don't really need 2 different draw engines. Like, the only thing I would consider recycling would be Iron Wave, for example, for free damage. Or, I don't know, maybe a Bite, just for more health. But yeah, we're doing really good. We're at full health. I think we have an excellent assortment of relics. I have a little bit of gold, so I might get rid of another card. Let's see. I could go for another boss. Chat, I think I'm just gonna greed for another boss. Why not? Okay. So they should get debuffed really heavily. I'm gonna get some AoE damage here, so I'm gonna get rid of... Oh, we'll keep shoving it off. Get rid of Pommel Strike, Iron Wave. I need to just get 11 defense, basically. Get rid of Bite. Reckless Charge is free damage. I was kind of hoping for our Cleaves. Maybe we could still draw it. Oh, Fire Breathing. That's fun. Bite is free. I might as well do that. Apply Vulnerable. I'll apply it on the main creature. I think that's the right play. Again, we could just deal 10 to everybody, which is excellent when we're fighting multiple creatures. And they just put a status ailment on us, which is unfortunate for them, really. And case in point, it just came up. Let's go ahead and Shockwave this. Now we have a lot less to deal with, and we will do an Inflame into... I don't know what would make sense. We can't kill any of these. I could just block, or I could draw a card. We'll do the attack potion one. This one should be fine. What do we want to draw? If the only card in your hand is an attack, deal damage. Another Reckless Charge. I think we'll do that. We could deal 12 damage here. So I could eliminate the back row that does 18 to us. And I got a Cleave, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to draw, actually. So good play. We'll take 22 here. Well, we now have... Oh, but we have the buffer. Never mind. We don't take any damage. Get trolled. Inflame into... Beanfire, maybe? A lot of damage. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take some damage here, but, you know, it's kind of expected when we're fighting a boss, to be honest. So if we can even just recover it with bites, keep in mind. Metallicize, really great thing to play here, I think. Are you dead? Yes, you are. Well, we still got most of our health. We got gold, preserved insects, enemies in elite combat, so 25% less health. So we just reduced the health on the upcoming bosses by 25%. I think that was worth it for losing 9 health, chat. I will take that trade all day. Strength potion to gain 2 additional strength. Well, we just have our comeback mechanic completely on the final boss. And this is probably going to be the last vote of this particular run. This is going extremely, extremely well. Good choices, chat. Good choices. Let's take a look at the cards together. I think it's pretty safe to say that we don't need anything. Just unless there's some like ultra godlike gold rare, I don't see a world where we would draw into more cards. I just don't see it, chat. Like again, Pommel Strike, perfectly normal card, really great in other decks. We're good. We don't need it. We don't need the draw engine. We have it if we really need it, but it's fine. So anyway, I have a feeling this upcoming boss is about to get wrecked with the capital W, chat. We'll let it time out, chat. So we could choose to heal ourselves or heal ourselves. Well, the correct choice is to heal ourselves, chat. And finally, the last boss of the run. So I think it was a good choice to fight another boss. It gives us more points overall. So I think that was a good call, rather than going to the shop. Even though we have gold we didn't use, I think it was worth it completely. We have the donut. If you're wondering, chat, there is... Ooh, it resisted all the debuffs. That's unfortunate. There is... Actually, let's get rid of this. Ooh, they're going to do a lot of damage to us. I'm gonna get rid of Bash, Bite, keep... I'm gonna get rid of basically everything here, actually. If there is a card called, I think, like, Consume or something like that, that's a colorless card, you do get a bonus if you eat the donut monster for the win. Unfortunately, Bite does not count. So I got a Shrug It Off, I might as well play it. Got Fire Breathing, that's exactly what I wanted to get. Let's go ahead and cleave into some defense. Drew one more card. Perfect. I forgot to consume our strength potion. I have no reason not to do that. Well, they just made us draw 20 more damage against them. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Is this free strength? So let's vulnerable all of them. I think that's the perfect play. We now have to just resist 18 damage. I think we could do... We do this. We'll do another Whirlwind. Not bad damage. So we'll take some damage here. We made them a little tankier. But again, we made them vulnerable, and they do less damage in general. Extra energy here. We could Panic Button, but I think it's a little early. We'll Inflame into probably an Armaments. Into defense. We have something that applies weak. We do. They're currently wounded. I think I'll just take the damage. We're too early, I think, into the battle for me to Panic Button. So our damage is perfect. If we can just draw any of those status ailments, I think they just kind of die naturally. We did. We got another Inflame, so I'm going to do that. Let's get a Pommel Strike. We don't have any good defense. We didn't draw into any defense. We could cleave, though. Drew another card, and that was another status damage. Well, we're just going to have to, I guess, bite into the Deca and get some health. That's another 3 health for us. And 4 defense. So we're going to take 24. But the front monster's almost dead. So again, I think we're doing okay. We draw status ailments. They just take a ton of damage. 16 times 4 is a lot. This will probably nuke the front line completely. I could Panic Button into Whirlwind. I think that might be the power play. I think we'll do that. Although I can't kill them with Whirlwind. Whatever. We'll do it. That was so much damage. That was completely worth the chat. Next turn, if we get a cleave, frontliner's dead. Now, we can't get any block except if we happen to get a power upgrade. So we only have about 44 health, technically. But the odds of us drawing a status ailment are high, so the front row is dead. We just have to resist 28. We can't use any defense. I mean, I can play it for the sake of upgrading to generate more cards. So we're going to take 28. I'll be left at, I think, 20 health. Yeah. Okay. A little scary, but he can't attack this turn. So we're going to Reckless Charge him into a bite, and we're going to kill the donut, or Donu, with the bite. This one's for you, chat. Consumed. We ate the donut. So, we won. Congratulations, chat. You've picked a very good winning build. The thumb. The thumb. thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? The source of evil? You ready your blade. Attack for question marks. You deal 789 damage. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you've dealt a total of 7,062 damage to the heart. A total of, that's a lot of numbers. Is that billion? 14,636,643,707 damage have been dealt by all who have challenged it. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. Victory, question mark. We have perished. But Ascension has been unlocked. New card unlock. Almost enough to get 2 unlocks in one go. We got a couple perfect victories on certain bosses, apparently, because we got 1 perfect per 50. And we killed a decent number of bosses. We ended up fighting the elite monster with the Dream of War. So that definitely helped us get extra points. Let's see what we unlocked for next time. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. Ooh. Can you imagine, Chad, if we had 20 strength? That 2-coster would be, That 2-coster would make it do more than Bludgeon, which costs 1 more than it. So, dumb. Spot Weakness. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. That is an extremely good strength card for us, because we should always know what their intent is. And finally, the most godlike, unfair card that would make this strength build a strength build, Limit Break. Double your strength, Exhaust. Notice, chat, it's not for 1 turn, it's forever. So imagine if we got to 12 strength, which is about what we got up to in this run. You double it, you're at 24. Strength affects this card by 3 times over. This is so much damage. Is that 72? 72 plus 14 is 86. So Heavy Blade would deal 86 per card play. They would be absolutely dead, chat. Or imagine that 24 strength applied to Whirlwind. Just say goodbye, chat. You're dealing literally 100 plus damage to everything. The Limit Break, definitely suitable for strength builds, and another way to gain strength permanently. If you notice, Spot Weakness is not until end of turn as well. So as long as you keep playing it in combat, it's even better than in Flame. Well, technically it still clogs your hand, but in general, it's more playable. So very, very strong. Yeah, chat, good job. We beat it on a 2nd attempt with this class. I think we'll skip the credits if we're able to. It's fine, we've seen the credits. Here, we can see the only one that we haven't beat it with in order to unlock the harder version of the run is the defect. So I think what we're going to do, chat, is we are going to try 1 run with the defect. And if we don't win, it is what it is. But I feel like we've made a lot of progress. So let me explain the defect to people that haven't seen the game before. So the defect basically can channel up to 3 orbs by default. Orbs just do passive effects at the end of every combat, or excuse me, at the start of every combat. Actually, no, I take that back. At the end of my turn, but before the enemy proceeds, the orb effects will go off. You can think of it as just having like 5 major elements. You have lightning for lightning damage. You got frost for block. You got fire, for example. You got all the colors you can imagine. It'll explain it. We'll go as we go further into it, like what each orb does. But essentially, we could pick basic elements, or we could do like light or dark. I guess that's the easiest way to think about it. There's technically a melee build you could do with the mage if you really want to go there. It is very strong, but you have to commit really hard. If you want to go melee, you cannot just half-ass it, chat. It's either melee or bust. Because the moment you start drawing orb-related cards and all you want to do is melee, you've made a mistake. It's okay to get like a melee move, but it's not okay to get like 5 of them for certain. So anyway, another try. At least confront the first boss. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 health or max HP plus 7. I don't remember playing this character on stream, so I'm not sure why this popped up. Maybe I quit a run unintentionally? Because he's saying at least confront the first boss, so I don't know. We'll get max health plus 7. It's better than having enemies with lower health. So let's take a look. I probably want to bum rush probably the right side of the map. I want to go for a double question marks early into a boss. Healing right before a boss is really key. I think that's the power play. We're going to choose the right path. So we'll do 3 damage at the end of every one of our turns. Zap will let us channel another lightning orb. So when we go to conclude our turn, it does 6 damage. We'll do some basic strikes just to rack up damage. But yeah, very, very fun build. It technically could be very complicated, and people don't like that because you have to think a little more. But let's put it this way. If all I do is defend here, I can take no damage, get a free strike, and I deal 6 damage from lightning. So even if you don't want to mess with the math as much, you can already see its effectiveness of just channeling more orbs. So we could channel yet another lightning. I think that's the correct call. And would make sense here. So if we do if we could deal 12 damage, and then we would deal 6, and that would kill him. Or we can evoke, which means that we deal 8 damage, I think, immediately. If we need to burst damage, for example, we do have options for that. Let's go ahead and acquire a potion. We're going to come up to our first vote. I don't know how much this will determine our build, so let's go over the cards together. Blizzard. Deal damage equal to 2 times the number of frost channeled this combat to all enemies. Very good if we're going for a frost build. Barrage. Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. Interesting. That's like an attack build, as I said before. Or double energy. Double your energy, but exhaust it. All really solid choices. I don't know what build we'll end up with. Right now, we don't have anything that generates frost. So Blizzard is a dead card. It's very interesting to get later, or it could be something you risk in the future to see if we get. The odds of us channeling an orb are pretty high. Double energy, again, it could be a lifesaver. So instead of starting with 3 energy, we'd start with 4, as is. But if we get anything that increases our energy, which is very easy to do with this game, we'll end up doubling our energy. Oh, Chad has not decided anything, so it looks like we will not be getting any cards. Fair enough. Let's get further in the game to see if something will sway us one way or another. Apparently, we're getting into another combat. That is unfortunate. I don't have the ability to reduce all the damage here. I'll just go for some strikes. So we're going to take 2 damage. Now, unlike the other class, we don't regen health at the end of combat, so we do have to be a little careful with how we play. But I think, for example, 2 defenses into a zap allows us to get more passive damage. So if we end up going very defensive, which is what Frost is all about, we would get defensive cards that generate Frost and increase our block. So we literally just let the game play itself. That's the best way to explain the Frost build. And you would use a Blizzard to kind of finish off the enemy, since the longer you play, the higher that number gets. You can see right now, we're doing pretty good. Only took 2 damage, not too bad. So just a warning, we're about to vote yet again. Let's see what we got. We got Rip and Tear, deal 7 damage to a random enemy twice. A very melee-oriented one. We have an interesting card of Genetic Algorithm. Gain 1 block, permanently increase this card's block by 2, exhaust. This could end up being one of the most powerful blocks in the game. It's very good that we got this early. So I would say it would be worth it if you're interested in that kind of card to take it now. Or Stack, gain block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile. Stack makes a lot of sense if we're going for a big deck. I don't know if we'll do that. Generally speaking, I don't want to. So the highest this would probably get up to would probably be about like 15 realistically, maybe 16. Because otherwise we'll probably draw 5 and reset the hand. Yeah, Genetic Algorithm is kind of bad early on, but again, we're going to be leveling this the entire time. So this could end up being our like pay 1, get 20 block. Like, it could get really strong. There's other things we could do that makes its effect duplicate. And hopefully we'll draw some of those, as that'll make life easier. We're at our first question mark. As you walk into a room, you hear a gurgling and grinding. Oh, it's scrap ooze. We might as well lose health to try to get a relic. I'm just going to keep going for chat. We read this last time. We did get it. So we got something. You pull... Let's see, what did we receive? Meat on the bone. If your hit point is at 50% or below at the end of combat, heal 12 health. Okay. That's a pretty good safety precaution for us. It is possible we'll get pretty damaged. We got Genetic Algorithm, so we could do, for example, 2 blocks, so we don't take any damage. And now the card gives us 3 block for 1. So still weaker than a normal block, but all it takes is 1 more use and it's on par. So just think we have until the end of the run for it to be better. I think the odds of that happening are pretty high. We've channeled a Zap. Now, Zap is a card we'll probably try to get a Smith upgrade on, because once we do, it costs 0. So it's just a free orb every time we get there. Unfortunately, we did not draw another block card, as getting 3 block there would have been really crucial to avoid damage. We're going to take another 4 here. Not much we could do about that. So you can see, like, we would probably want to get more defensive cards in the future, and I think Genetic Algorithm is an extremely good start for us. So I think no matter what, the monster's dead next turn. It's going to take a minimum of 9. Even if it defenses up, it's still going to die. I have to draw any damage and it dies. Case in point, I'll use Zap to immediately play a card and dual cast to play it again. Does the warning chat? We're about to go ahead and start voting. So we have Claw, deal 3 damage, increase all the damage of all Claw cards by 2 this combat. So if we wanted to do a combat-based deck, this would be the time to do it. Steam Barrier 6, gain 6 block, decrease this card's block by 1 per combat. Loop, at the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Okay, so if you want to go for orb-based decks, Loop is so mandatory, I can't even stress it. So this is just free double damage, this is free block, this is potentially free energy gain. This is kind of like half of the combo you need to win. Claw by itself, if we want to go for pure combat, this is where you would do it. Because you would literally get nothing but Claw cards. If it doesn't have Claw in the name, you don't pick it. So that's what I mean, where like you gotta really commit early. And I feel like Loop is the safest choice, because no matter what cards we get next, Loop will always help us. At no point will that card be a dead card, for sure. So for example, if we draw it here, which we didn't, we'd be able to deal 6 damage passively. Let's go ahead and get some defense here. I think it's worth taking 2 damage to get another orb out, because again, that's a lot of passive damage. So we're a little wounded, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I would like to... Ooh, we only have 2 defenses. A little risky. Let's get Loop in here. So we're going to take a little more damage. So we're almost at half health, which is a bit scary. So Loop just triggered at the start of our turn. That's why I was confused when it would trigger, chat, if you're wondering. Like, that specific scenario is why, because Loop triggers out of order. So we're going to take a little more damage. So you could see, like, we're kind of dying for, like, a strong defensive item. So if we can find something for that, it would be so good for us. Let's go ahead and play another Zap. I think the enemy's dead next turn, no matter what. Again, Loop just really good. Hopefully we could get something that generates Frost, or generates more Lightning, or generates Dark Orb. All of those would be really good. Dark Orb is kind of like your burst damage, chat. Just imagine that it just sits there, and then it just nukes. Instead of just doing 3 damage, it could do like 40 plus. So you just make it stronger and stronger and stronger, and the enemy explodes. We'll probably need that if we want to go for a pure orb build. Swift Potion to draw 3 cards. That could be useful for us. As a warning, we're about to go ahead and start our vote. So our choices are Streamline, deal 15 damage, reduce card cost by 1 this combat. Interesting. Overclock, draw 2 cards, add a burn into your discard pile. Or Beam Cell, deal 3 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. Again, vulnerable only really works if we do physical attacks, so vulnerable is not as good as you think it is. Just like Streamline is also probably not good for us, unless we're going for an attack build. None of these things directly contribute to our defense or our intelligence, which is how you raise the damage of orbs. And they mostly don't... Most of the things that apply to attack don't apply to anything else we have. Getting a burn this early is too risky, I think. Considering we have no defense, can you imagine if we just drew into burn instead of a block? It would be so bad for us at this point. So I think our priorities at this point are to get rid of our strikes as soon as possible. I might actually have to rest here instead of upgrade. I think that's the better call, in case I take a lot of damage here. We'll Smith upgrade for sure in a little bit. So I think I'll do boss into question mark, into chest, into campfire. I think that's the best call. Hopefully we could get an interesting relic here. Oh, this is a boss that doesn't like it when I do things other than that. Ooh. We'll use Genetic Algorithm just to improve it for next time. So right now, it's probably our strongest block. I think it gives 7 defense. Every time we do something that's not an attack skill, he'll get stronger. This is a very bad matchup for us. We'll be taking a lot of constant damage. We have to kind of blitz him, I think, with strikes, or we're gonna die. I think it's actually worth not using block at all in this scenario. We're just gonna have to take damage, chat. I'm glad we healed, by the way. I really don't think there's a counterplay to this. You can see he's gonna do a ton of damage to us here. I'm gonna play another power. It's gonna do 30 to us. That's insane. So you can see like how bad it can be when you get counter. We got counter picked really hard, chat. So we should heal at the end of combat no matter what. And we should win now. We'll just strike. But oof, bad combat for us. I'm glad we healed 12 at the end of it. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. That is so unfortunate. We're not going for an attack build. Nothing we could do about that, chat. Well, anyway, technically, if we play a lot of attack cards, it will pay off now. But yeah, nothing you could do. It's really hard to guess where the build will go. I mean, if we end up getting something, for example, that increases our orb power, I'd still rather keep going orb at this point. But let's see what we get, chat. Here's your warning. We're about to start a vote. So, faster than light. Deal 5 damage if you play less than 3 cards this turn. Draw 1 card. So that's an attack card one. We have our first chance to get Channel Frost, which gives us defense. Or go for the eyes. Deal 3 damage to the enemy intends to attack. Apply 1 weak. So we ended up getting attack cards. Honestly, chat, I don't even know how to take this information. All of them cost 0. Just go with what your heart desires at this point. Faster than light is literally, if we draw it, it's free damage. Go for the eyes, weakens the damage we take, or chill goes for defense. Honestly, all of them are really solid choices for all the other decks. So yeah, channeling 1 frost per enemy can be very crucial, as this is how we can get some block. We are taking a ton of damage. Fortunately, the meat did leave us at half health, basically. The chat has opted for the exhaust card. Interesting. I might not be able to do the boss, I think, after this. I think we have to question mark into treasure, into heal. Thinking about it. Fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out for several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You feel the goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers. We could lose 11 health and gain 75 gold. I think that's worth it. Feeling in the single goop as the prolonged exposure starts to melt away at your skin, you manage to fish out the gold. So keep in mind if we get into any encounters, we heal. Which I might do. I don't know if we'll make it through 3 random fights. Ooh. I'm gonna go this way. Hopefully we get something interesting here. Every time you play 3 cards, get a single dex. Why are we getting all the attack relics, chat? We're actually getting trolled. Okay, fine. I will rest. I was going to upgrade a card, but the game was kind of mean to us. The game is actually trolling, chat. Oh, that's a lot of enemies here. That's not good for us. We're gonna go ahead and use chill. We're gonna get 6 block every turn. I'm gonna go ahead and use genetic algorithm to reduce damage and a normal block, and go for some damage here. We have a lot of damage reduction, which is probably for the best, as we're about to take a lot. So you can see with that card that Chris picked, we took 0 damage, but now we don't have a way of channeling lightning yet. Hopefully we do get a chance here. We could get looped for more defense. They're going really aggressive on us, which is unfortunate. I think we have to just keep playing defensively. Loop will get us more defense, so I think it's worth doing. Because that's 2 extra defense. So no matter what, we're a little tankier. If we kill the front row, we'll start taking less damage going forward. I could zap, which I think is a better play, into... We'll kill the front row here. I think that's a good play. That way we can start getting some passive damage here. If we go below half health, this doesn't matter, because we'll be healed. So this is okay. I'd actually prefer to get hit 1 more time, preferably here. But we'll see what happens. These enemies are extremely aggressive. That's kind of unfortunate. We're going to play defensive here. So you can see we now gain enough defense to ignore what they're doing, thanks to loop. But you can see we're really struggling. If we could get either more slots for orbs, which is a possibility, or intelligence, we'd be fine. So we could get 10 defense, or we could kill the frontliner. I think is a better call. Let's get 1 defend in here, though. Okay, that was a good call for us, I think. So 1 lightning is necessary to break out of the stalemate. Speaking of which, if I get 5 defense here, I'll have enough defense. Oh, striking him makes him stronger. That's right. Well, we'll go for the back row then. That's fine. He'll slowly be chipped out by lightning. It is random who it targets, but it more often than not targets the front, I feel. So sadly, we're about to get energy from attacking so often. I think it's worth it to just keep attacking the back row and getting 1 defend. So we've managed to break the stalemate. Unfortunately, I need to get injured at some point so we get 12 health. So I think I want to kill the back row really soon. Something like that is good. I might let him hit me next turn. Might just play pure defense on him. I just need to reduce it by nothing. Actually, he can't even hurt me. Oh, that was bad play then. Dang. There's nothing I could do to not take damage from him there. Anyway, let's go ahead and draw a card. I feel like the game wanted us to go attack, but we didn't know what it wanted. So downside of the defect, sometimes you could get some very polarizing cards. Hopefully we get a defensive card that generates frost. I think if we do that, we'll be okay. So let's see what we got. We got Hologram, gain 3 block, not a good card. Beam Cell, not a good card. Steam Barrier, not a good card. Wow. We actually got utter garbage, chat. I would not take any of these. Bad cards. None of these are good for orbs. Yeah, this is literally only for attack. This is so bad. Wow. I've never seen such a dead starting hand before. Very unfortunate. There's actually a lot of cards we could draw into, by the way. All of them are unlocked at the start. We are just not getting lucky, apparently. So if we had any intelligence razors, I think it's called capacitor, which increases the number of orbs. Instead of having 3 frosts, we could have up to 5. There's something where we can block for 11 and channel a frost orb. Man. So we haven't seen dark orb at all. We haven't seen anything. It's just been all attack cards. So getting through this next fight could be really tough, actually, to be honest with you. We've gotten really no good cards. And this is going to punish us for that. I think we have to play chill. Just go for... I'll hold on to genetic algorithm. I'll block and just try to weaken the front row. I think that's basically our only hope. So they deal 18 when the 2 of them are striking. And when the one in the middle strikes, it only does 9. As long as we don't get weakened, it's not too bad. We have guaranteed 6 defense. If we draw a loop, that'd actually be really huge for us now. I think we want to just keep wounding them if we can. So we have 11 defense, I think, total. We've almost killed the front line. So, if we had gotten this enemy over the other one, this one was pretty free, as you could see. Because chat chose the 1 defensive card, and you could see it paying off. Oh, it took a little damage there, so that means I get to heal. I mean, joke's on you, game. I want that. Right, chat? Like, okay, you got me. Okay, we got Frost, so we get 1 extra block. And at the end of combat, instead of being at 42 or whatever, we should be at 48. So we gained health off this boss battle, potentially. I just have to kill the front row. Which we might be able to do here. I am not able to do here. Well, then we'll just double block. Oh, we negated all the damage we take. Okay. Thank you, Loop. Right, chat? Thanks, Loop. Showing how important it is to get. So right now we get a total of 8 resistance. We just need to draw a block card and we're good. So now we can start looking to do more damage. So unfortunately it's going to be slow and steady for a little bit. But we only take 9 a turn and we get at least 8 defense every turn. So as long as we always draw at least 1 defensive card, we're fine. And speaking of which, we could get genetic algorithm. Why not? I'm just going to hit the one that's the most wounded. So now genetic algorithm, when we're fighting a boss, will block, I think, for 11 defense. So at this point in the game, you can see 11 defense is actually really key. Save us a lot of time. We did not draw anything defensively. Wondering if it's worth evoking. I don't think it is. Yeah, unfortunately. So we're gonna take 1 damage here, chat. Not much I could do about it. We just have to slowly get through the status ailments that they cause. Hopefully we could kill the one in front of us, but it's gonna take a while. We didn't draw any attack cards. Just gotta wait it out. We tried, chat. Well, fortunately, there's less of them adding status ailments, so we should get ahead of this eventually. We're gonna defend, and I think it's about time we start using... Actually, we don't need to zap. We're fine. If we could kill the front line, once it's down to just him, then I think we can afford to put zap in our rotation. And unfortunately, because we took damage, I couldn't make zap free, which also would speed this process up significantly. There's kind of a snowball series of events, unfortunately. But we'll get there eventually, chat. But hey, every time we're forced to use strike, technically we could get energy. Still useful for a orb build, because sometimes we do have to play strike. Speaking of which, goodbye, enemy. Okay, chat, I think we finally get to play the game. We can finally go pure offense, I think, at this point. Well, or not. That's fine. But anyway, we should be catching up to all the dazes that are in our decks. I think we just drew through all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, oh, there's one left. Oh, one from the other one as well. Let's go ahead and channel a lightning here. We need to start doing damage, chat. I don't want you to sit here all night, for sure. Let's go ahead and defend. And attack and attack. So thank you, Lightning, giving guaranteed 3 damage. I very much appreciate that. Any damage we can get here is really crucial. We could get strikes here. This would be great. We did. Nice. Got an extra energy. Leave it as is. So it's dead no matter what we do next turn, so I'll just end turn. So slow and steady, but we got through it. Again, this is a fight we're technically good at. We just drew really bad cards. We're at 47 health. It's something called the White Beast statue. Potions appear, or excuse me, always appear in combat rewards. Well, this will help because we are getting absolutely terrible card luck. The moment of truth, chat. Will the game finally give us an interesting card that will help us? I'm hoping for intelligence up, capacitor, another orb type, a good block. There's a lot of things it could be. Let's see what it gives us. Choices are Glacier, gain 7 block, channel 2 Frost. That's one of the ones I was talking about. We have Hologram or go for the eyes. So honestly speaking, chat, I think the Glacier is the only choice. We might end up going Ice build based off of this. Because Hologram is pointless. This is like if I want to keep channeling cards over and over. Like, for example, if we had a lot of zaps or something else that generated orbs, and we want it to constantly come back into our hand, that's the only time that card makes sense. Otherwise, for the amount of block it gives, it's terrible. Go for the eyes is not super useful. Yeah, we finally got a defensive card. So we can break out of those cycles, so we can block for 7, channel 2 Frost. This also helps because right at the moment, our only Frost generator exhausts itself. So this is kind of a crucial block. We'll hopefully be able to upgrade that to be like 9 block or something like that. We'll see what happens. We're finally at a shop. I think we need to immediately get rid of some cards. Hopefully we could purchase something of interest. Thunderstrike, deal damage equal for each lightning channeled this turn. So this is the lightning equivalent if we want to go there. Chat, I see something that is just literally you incarnate. Chaos, channel 1 random orb. I feel like if I don't get this, chat will get very mad at me. But let's look at what the other ones are. At the start of 3rd turn, get 18 block. Okay. Whenever you lose health, draw 3 cards. Upon pickup, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. Oh, I really want to add cards that way. Oh, wait, is this any card? Ooh, yeah, we'll get Chaos for chat for sure. That one's actually very interesting. Can I choose from the whole list? Is that how this works? If we could choose from the whole list, it's over. I'm very tempted to get this, chat. This will literally fix our problems. We could build a deck off of this. I think I'm gonna do this. Because our card luck has been garbage. Let's just hope it's a full list. If it's limited cards, I'm gonna be very upset. And I might reset. I'm thinking about it. I don't know how this works though. Let's find out together. Ooh, it's a random choice. That's not what I wanted. That's not add to your deck. That's add random cards to your deck. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, that was an unfortunate use of money. Well, chat, maybe we'll get something that's Frost related. Maybe. Let's find out. So get ready for a lot of voting, by the way. There's 5 votes, so stick around. Their choices are Skim, draw 3 cards. Sweeping Beam, deal 6 damage to all enemies, draw a card, or Cool Headed. I'm kind of leaning towards none, to be honest with you. Kinda don't care about drawing cards. We don't have like an engine. Like, Skim is something you do when we're at the end of the game, but when we have nothing to begin with, like, what? Come on, game. Give us some powers. Where are the powers at? There's like 12 powers I think you could get at the start. Not an exaggeration. We've seen 0. Actually, not even seen some. We've seen 0. Come on, you could do it, game. Like, where's our lightning gen? Where's our whenever we play a power get X? Where are those at? I know some of them are more rare than others, but still, very disappointing choose card. So if this one's a little better. We got another genetic algorithm. Oh, 2 very interesting cards. This solves our problem. Ball Lightning, deals 7 damage, channel a Lightning. Or Cold Snap, deals 6 damage, but channel a Frost. So if you want to start going for a Frost build, Cold Snap is absolutely worth it. Ball Lightning, really good for damage. Always will do more than Cold Snap. And it makes us a bit more offensive. Honestly, both of these cards, I could see you going either way. We already have a genetic algorithm, so it doesn't make sense to have 2, I would say. It looks like we're leaning more towards a Frost build. So if we see a Blizzard in the future, now that we have things that generate Frost, that'll be a lot more interesting. Blizzard counts as an attack move, by the way, as does Cold Snap. So we will actually take advantage of some of the attack orbs that we've gotten. So we're not going for a pure orb-based build. We could still get ones that improve orbs for sure. Blizzard, I think, benefits from just having more orb slots versus well, even in intelligence, it scales pretty well. Ignore me. So anyway, let's go add another card. Hopefully it's godlike. Our choices are Capacitor, amazing card. Hello World, at the start of your turn, add a random common card to your hand, another really good card. Machine Learning, at the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. All 3 of these are godlike. Capacitor, I think, scales better. This is how you kind of start snowballing out of control with orb builds. Hello World is just when you want absolute chaos and you just don't care at all what you draw, which can be amusing. I will say, I have won with Hello World before. And Machine Learning is a card that goes in every single deck. There's no reason not to draw it, but it's not necessarily better than some of the other ones. So Capacitor, for example, we can start storing up to 4 Frost and a Lightning, or 5 Frost. So if we get any intelligence increase at all, it'll be very interesting. Yeah, Hello World will crowd our deck for sure. We literally just keep drawing random commons until we win, which can be very amusing, as I said before, when you just don't care anymore. You let RNGesus take the wheel, chat. Okay, another vote, chat. We have Recursion. Evoke your next orb, channel that orb that was just evoked. That's okay. We have Leap for 9 block, not bad. White Noise, add a random power card to your hand. It costs 0 this turn, exhaust. Wow. Well, chat, if you want chaos, White Noise is the skill for you. Hello World and White Noise are, you know what? I just feel like having absolutely complete nonsense happening. Recursion is very good for lightning-based builds. Basically, chat, if you're not aware of what this does, is we could channel Frost to immediately get 4 Frost, or whatever the evoked amount is, and then also call it again. So that it slowly powers up, for example, Blizzard. So again, if you just want pure chaos, I'm not gonna say no. Listen, chat, I've won with weirder things. So White Noise could just be anything. We'll find out. It'll be fun every time. If a Hello World shows up again, you'll take it for the chaos. I think at this point we might be safe to take Hello World. We'll see. And finally, chat, we have one more vote. Our choices are Streamline, Barrage, or Recursion. I think if we were gonna choose one, to be honest with you, I feel like Recursion's the way to go. So this can either be used offensively or defensively. Barrage is not bad. Right now, this could potentially deal up to 20. But then again, just channeling more Frost and Lightning, I think, is overall more useful. This will help us no matter what we do. And this might end up benefiting if we go pure Chaos where we might end up with a Dark Orb, for example. Because keep in mind, the Chaos Power means we play any random orb of any element. So we're no longer just talking about Frost and Lightning we've seen. We could potentially get energy ups. We could get, as I said before, like the Blast. So hopefully chat picks one, or otherwise we're going to miss out. Chat unfortunately did not pick any. Goodbye, Recursion. Rest in peace. Good card. Sacrificed. Chat did not like. So we can transform a card. I might do that. Transform a card at random. Let's get rid of one of our strikes. I think no matter what this is, this will help us. As long as it's not a defense card that does 3 or something. Oh boy. Oh, we got another chill. Okay, I'll take that. So I think I want to play it ultra safe and heal here. I really wish we could have upgraded our zap. The game kind of said no to that. We could get more dexterity if we need to get block or draw 3 cards. Interesting. So we can... I'm going to hold off on chill for later. We're going to cold snap for sure. I'm going to hold on to genetic algorithm. We're just going to get a strike here. Hopefully we draw into capacitor, as that will kind of get out of control. So you can see now we can be slightly more offensive while still getting defense. We could get a loop here for free. We got 2 chills, which I'll use eventually. So we need to get this boss down to 70 health, which I don't think is going to happen at this rate. Because we'll do another 3 here from Lightning. Yeah. I think we play Capacitor here. I think is the right play into Chaos. Which we drew a Dark Orb. As a reminder. Let's take a look at what that does. If the game will let me select the right one. There we go. So basically, chat, the longer we don't send this to the front, the more powerful it becomes. So right now it only does 6 damage. But every turn, it just keeps growing and growing and growing until we basically one-shot. I think the correct play here is to block some damage. So now if it evokes, it's going to deal 12 damage. Unfortunately, that's a lot of damage. Our goal is to hopefully wound this thing a bit more. Oh, we got White Noise, which is another free loop. Sure. We got double the loop. I'll take that. I think I'll go ahead and play Glacier here, just to get more Frost in there. And I'll hold off onto our genetic algorithm. So the Dark Orb is slowly getting stronger. So we're going to get double defense from the front line. It's not bad. But I think for chat's sake, I'm going to play Chaos again. We got another Dark Orb, so we got a lot of nuking potential coming up. The boss is getting very wounded. I'm going to get rid of one of the exhaustible cards. So we need to do 8 damage, which considering we loop twice, it should be guaranteed. Again, our Dark Orbs are getting much stronger. Make the most sense here. I could evoke Lightning twice. I think that's... Oh, no. Better play. If I chill, it gets rid of light... Oh, actually, no matter what, if I do this, this makes more sense. Let's rationalize it, chat. If I Frost, it puts Dark Orb at the front. Now it's at 66. If I evoke twice with dual cast, this does 48, I think. Ooh, that damage is insane. And we might as well as just end our turn. So you can see if Loop ends up hitting the Dark Orb, we could do a ton of damage. So the slimes only have 10 health and split if they take any damage. So as long as we draw some strikes here, we're fine. Excellent. So again, that Dark Orb will just randomly nuke things. That's all we really need. So we'll get guaranteed 2 defense. Oh, they're not even attacking? That's so sad. Let's just Chaos then. We got another Dark Orb. Wow, it's really favoring that. So if I rotate out 2 orbs, I'll be able to do 24 damage. But I think the better play is to just strike one of these randomly and laugh. So we have a 30 damage nuke, chat. If we channel it at all, something dies. So you can see how the orb build kind of works. We're getting like a sneak peek of it. I think correct play is to chill here. We channeled the Death Orb, and then we just Cold Snap again, which channels the Frost. And as a reminder, whenever we channel Frost, we get 5 block. So we just got another 5 block. We could go ahead and just play all of our block. We can even just dual cast. It doesn't matter. It's over. Nicely done. 105. We got a guaranteed potion. 1 to 3 random colorless cards added to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. So that's guaranteed. We have to use the potion every battle, which is good because that helps with the randomness factor and survivability. So hope you're ready, chat. This is your chance to vote. We have Amplify. This turn, your next power is played twice. We have Rainbow, channel 1 of Lightning, Frost, and Dark, and Exhaust. That one's okay. Multicast, evoke your next orb X times. Now, if we want to play an orb deck, chat, and you saw how we could get the Dark Orb up to 30, we could basically let it sit there, and then that would do, what is it, 90-something damage? So we could have Dark Orb just insta-kill something. Chat, however, is selecting Rainbow, which is fair. It does get a guaranteed channel. So whatever chat desires at this point. Yeah, Multicast is one of the best cards for sure in the game. It's so powerful. There is almost no deck it doesn't work in except for Orbless decks. But Rainbow's okay. I just have to decide when it's done. Channeling 3 could be useful. I don't think we have enough cards for Amplify. Amplify is really good if we want to amplify the chaos. So for example, we have the thing where we draw the random power. We could have it played twice. So if we would just want to go for a pure chaos deck, just keep that in mind. Okay, we got our first relic. Tiny House might be worth it. We've seen that before. Every 2 turns, gain an orb slot. Oh, Inserter is so good for number 2. Finally, number 3, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. That could backfire on us. Runic Pyramid is very risky if you can't get rid of cards because of the fact that if you have a curse that does damage, this will just destroy you. While Tiny House is amusing and it is like very generically useful, Inserter is just so good. Yeah, just getting free orbs with all the chaos going on, chat. I don't remember what the limit is. It's, I think, more than 8. It might be 9 or 10. You could get to a very absurd amount of orbs. So now our issue of having not enough orb slots is solved for sure. So thank you, chat. So we'll proceed. Hopefully, I can get to an upgrade and reduce the cost of Zap. But is there an easy way to get to a campfire without going into a million boss fights? I don't think the answer to that is yes. All of them are really atrocious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like any of these paths. The best I can see is maybe taking this path and saving our money. So we'll do normal, question mark, normal, 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 boss, campfire. Or if I'm too wounded, I can campfire. We'll see. I'm hoping to get relics or to change our cards more than I am to draw new cards. But we'll see. I think this is probably the best path. So... interesting. Not sure what the correct play would be here. I mean, definitely chill to get the free damage. Then after that, do I just rainbow and just say whatever? I think I do, chat. That's a lot of defense. So we just became immune to them. Let's hit the back row a bit more. So now we're building up our big damager. So you can see the advantage of being able to play multiple orbs at once. We wounded the back row a little bit. We got another free orb slot. I might cast Chill here, to be honest with you. Thinking about it. I think that's the right play. We're gonna play Random Orb. Nice. To chill. So we almost killed the front line there. We're gonna go ahead and probably Cold Snap again. And that gave us an extra energy, so we just became completely tanky. I think that was worth it. So we're gonna take 22 damage, but we block for 23. So that was the right play. So you can see how our chills really, really impact the gameplay. We got white noise. I can't deny chat this. What is it gonna give us? Gain 4 focus. Okay, chat. So remember how I was talking about how we can raise intelligence? The term for it is focus. Now look at how much it generates currently. It's 2 defense per passive turn. But what if it gave 6? Let's get another capacitor. Yeah, this is fair. We'll do a genetic algorithm. Now, unfortunately, it'll decrease over time until it's useless. But it's still amusing. So we have a little bit of a soft time limit to win. Getting a loop here does help, and a zap. We'll do a cold snap on the back row. So you can see, chat, we are very tanky. Let's get some strikes in here. I want to kill the back row. You don't have to worry about it. It didn't kill the back row? Really? That's unfortunate. So again, you see we're starting to lose our strength. So next turn, we're only +1 where we were before, which is very risky for us. I think we have to go for a chaos here, as well as a zap. We'll do that. I think that's the right play. So if you're wondering, that other orb, the glowing one, will give us energy. So you can see we're at 4 out of 3 energy, so we can attack more often, for example. Happy New Year, Black Fox. Hope you're doing well. I think the right play is to channel Glacier into a strike. Hopefully that kills. Oh, it should. Yeah, we're good. So you can see our orb build is getting out of control. I forgot to use a potion. Ooh, duplication. I think I want that over... Don't really care about, I think Dex up. I'm gonna get rid of that. Duplicating our random power draw is so good. So get ready to vote, chat. Yeah, we're still about an hour and a half away. We'll see. This ended up being a bit longer than I thought, but that's not a bad thing. Add a card to our deck. We got Force Field, costs 1 less energy for every power card you played in combat, gain 12 power. We have another Glacier, which I don't know if we really need, or a Cold Snap. Now, if we want to go for more of a Blizzard build, I think Cold Snap is the safer choice. Force Field is interesting. If we do end up with more power cards, this could end up being our ultimate block skill. But right now, we only have, I think, 2 powers. So a little risky to take this early in the game, because having a 2-coster with only 12 block is kind of bad. But Cold Snap allows us to cycle our hand a lot better. So yeah, now if we get a Blizzard, this would be amazing, because you could see we generated so many Blizzards this combat. So I think it did 2 damage per Blizzard that we managed to play. And on top of that, it applies to every single enemy, chat. So instead of us doing only 6 on a strike, we would be doing like 24 every turn we draw it. Pretty solid. That was only the first combat. The defect turns are much slower. Ooh, random encounter. Unfortunate. Might do a rainbow here into genetic algorithm. So we're gonna let our dark orb charge up a little bit. Right now, if it evokes, it does 12. He's got 99 health, so I'm not in a rush to evoke it necessarily. Getting some strikes in here are good. Getting another zap means the dark orb is a little closer to the front. I think this is fine. So again, if we get that double evoke, that could potentially be 48 damage. And again, it's just going to get stronger and stronger. We got a capacitor, which I want to use immediately. We're going to use Chaos to channel something random. And let's use Cold Snap to get another defense. I think this is a good play. We'll take 6 damage, but that's okay. So again, we have all the nuking potential. We got white noise. I think I have to do this for chat. What are we gonna draw? Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. That's unfortunate. I think I'm about to take a lot of damage here, chat. Oh, is there anything? Oh, I could have duplicated the other one. Oops, I wasn't thinking. Sure, let's add a random colorless card that costs nothing. Mayhem at the start of your turn, draw a top card. Game 1 artifact, exhaust, and 8. Deal damage equal number of cards in your draw pile. Yeah, I think I went Mayhem. It's a little better. Yeah, that's the right call. I think that's as much defense as I can get. The next turn, we should be able to kill with Dark Orb, I think. Do we play this for free, whatever it is? Oh, we played a Daze. That's unfortunate. Well, we drew absolutely no playable cards. That sucked. I'm gonna use the Swift Potion here. We really... Wow, bad luck, chat. I can't believe we have to sit here and take... We needed anything. If we got anything else, we would have been fine. Man, we're gonna take so much damage. That's so unfortunate. Rip, chat. Anyway, he's dead now. Liquid Memories. Choose the card in your discard pile and return to your hand. It costs 0. That could be really good. And okay, chat, here's your opportunity to vote. We have Ball Lightning, which channels Lightning, which might be interesting. Weakening an enemy for free is okay at this point. We have so many attacks. Getting a 0 coster might be okay. I still don't think Streamline is worth it. I think the more we continue to channel, the better off we are. So if you want to go for a Lightning build as a side, you can mix 2 elements and it comes out okay. Or if you just want something to maybe weaken on occasion, it's kind of like having the silence damage down. Chat's going for the channel Lightning, respectable. I'm going to get rid of our regular strikes for certain. That way we could just channel Lightning for free. We're almost there, chat. Again, we're getting a lot of card cycling potential here. I'm kind of liking it. We're a bit injured, so... Again, I just want to one day reach a campfire and use it to upgrade. But I don't think today is that day. Let's go ahead and capacitor and loop and defend. We have a lot of potential orb slots here. We'll take some damage here. But we get the double channeled lightning, which I think is worth it. Let's duplicate a card. This is for chat. We're gonna duplicate White Noise. This is for you. We got a loop and a static discharge. Whenever you receive unblocked damage, channel lightning. Sure. Loop. Sure. 15 block. I think I'll take that. And let's get another ball lightning out here. I think that's good enough. Oh, wait, also chill. There's no downside to this. I might as well play that. So yeah, just duplicating the chaos is fine. So we should be able to do quite a bit of passive damage now. Nice. So let's go ahead and just keep dealing damage as much as we can. So she's very wounded, but I think she's gonna heal. Yeah, she only healed 16 though. That wasn't too bad. We could chill again. Oh, we could chaos channel for sure. Let's go ahead and chill. And then zap. And then cold snap maybe. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Nice. You can see we're getting very tanky. But unfortunately, she keeps heal spamming, so we could be here a while. Get a zap in here. But that's a lot of damage we have to resist. Let's do a safe block then. Into a zap. That way we could get more damage out here. So they would do 28, but we resist 33. You can see how our block can kind of get out of control. So the more slots we have, the better the Frost build works. Let's try to do as much damage as possible. Let's do Rainbow, I think, into Chaos. Unfortunately, it's not focused damage. But hey, we have at least a nuke in here to break up the cycle, so thank you, Chaos. So unfortunately, our turn is not going anywhere. I'm trying, chat, but the game is not letting me win. Let's channel a Frost. I'm really trying to injure her, but it's not working. We have enough defense? I don't know if we do. I'm gonna do that for safety. No, we don't have enough defense. That's a shame. So we're getting close. I don't like having Frost up there, for sure. We could just channel more lightning. I think we could get out of this loop. Like a cold snap on her here would be really good. Into maybe a zap. Into... She's gonna heal again. This is the worst feeling, chat. When you're in a loop with the AI, it is the worst feeling. Like, we would technically be doing a lot of damage, but she keeps healing and undoing it. The only thing that's gonna break this cycle is that Dark Orb, I think. Let's Chain Lightning her. Hopefully we can kill her. Let's hope it kills her, chat. It spread the damage. That's so unfortunate. Again, we were so close to killing her. At least that 30 nuke is getting closer, chat. That's all I can say about that. So if we can damage her and kill her, that would be recommended. Let's use Chaos. And do Ball Lightning. That way we get another energy. Nice. Into Cold Snap for 30 damage. Nice, we killed her. Okay, we broke the loop, chat. We're free. Die. So now you can see our orb slots are starting to come into play. If only we could get intelligence up, then this would be perfect. Because could you oh, maximum orb capacity. You see that, chat? And we got dexterity from how many attacks was it? 3 attacks, so our defensive cards are a little stronger, technically. Let's do that. Goodbye. Nice. Strength potion, sure, we'll take that. We've been attacking a lot. Okay, I'm really hoping for intelligence up, because this would really break us out of bad cycles with these enemies. But let's see what it gives us. Compile driver, deal 7, draw 1 for each unique orb you have. Interesting. Go for the eyes. Interesting. Recursion, also interesting. What would I have chosen in this scenario? Compile driver just lets you cycle very quickly through your deck, so that's better than strike. Recursion is probably still the best, I would say, of these choices. Go for the eyes is not bad, because the fact that it's upgraded already does mean that they do less damage, and that helps with the fact that we've been getting bad cards. So honestly, chat, it's whatever you want. I think all of these are valid choices in this build. Because unfortunately, we're missing just like literally one component and we would be doing an amazing amount of damage. For sure. Yeah, this is really brutal. I mean, look at how like there's one shop there and then like no shop at all on this other path. Like, isn't that insane? I can't use the shop at all this entire act. Whatever goal I have to take to the end. Brutal. Well, ooh, that's a lot of defense. I'm gonna play Chaos. I just got the Lightning Orb back. Dang, we're gonna take some damage here. The only thing really saving us at all is, I think, the meat. Now I'm gonna do chill into defense, defense? Just to negate the damage. I think that's the right play. If we stall, that's fine. That's not going to do anything this turn, so let's go ahead and use White Noise. Whenever I receive damage, Channel Lightning, sure. We'll use a Ball Lightning into a Cold Snap to kind of even things out there. So if it makes our card cost random, it doesn't really matter. Funny enough, Weaken doesn't really apply to us that much. Want Loop. Probably want Chill. Oh, it just added it to the end. I don't like either of our choices here, to be honest. We're about to take a ton of damage here. I think I have to do this into a dual cast to live. I think I have to do that. Otherwise, we're gonna take way too much damage. Loop doing extra lightning damage here will get us out of the cycle a bit easier. So we'll be back at 50 health, which is not bad. So my goal is to hopefully end this. Let's compile driver to draw cards. Do a Cold Snap. I think the right call here is to play Rainbow. So he's pretty wounded. If we happen to cycle our cards, we have a nuke to finish it. Which we can also cycle our own cards, to be honest. A genetic algorithm giving 12 block I think is really crucial here. We're going to go ahead and use that now. I'm going to play Chaos. And maybe a defensive card here. Take less damage. So we have 2 nukes. If we cycle to them, it's all over. I think if we... What would be the play here? We have to do 16 damage. We might be able to do that. I think I could do that. Because that's going to do 9 damage. Oh, but he got armor. Not going to work. Oh, but I can use Zap. Oh, okay, we win. Okay, I had to think about it, chat. He got outplayed. GG. Got him. And now we're at more health. Fairy in a bottle. Whenever you would die, heal to 30% of your max health. We need that for sure. Add a card to your deck. Okay, chat. One more chance to vote. Let's see what happens. We got Glacier again, Recursion, or Stack. It really wants us to get Recursion, apparently. I mean, it's a good card. It's just a shame we... Well, I guess with the way we're going, I don't technically need to rest. I should just upgrade Zap. Because right now we just kind of have a dead card in our hand. Because that costs 1 and it's not better than attacking. Yeah, very brutal maps, I have to say, for Act 2. I've never seen one... We have both had a completely terrible start and a very bad map layout for Act 2. I was hoping it would be a bit more merciful with the shop to boss ratio. But that did not come out. So if nothing happens, we'll just skip. Doesn't super matter. We don't have like a combo finisher, I think is the problem. So we're channeling all these orbs, but we don't have like a blizzard or like the chain lightning that we saw earlier in the shops. Hopefully we could purchase one of our cards. Okay, we finally got recursion. I think the smart thing to do would be to ignore the boss. I don't think we could take the boss in our current state. I'm actually gonna go campfire to campfire to get upgrades. I think that's actually the best play here, because that'll fix a lot of issues we have. So I could campfire to campfire into a boss. Might be the smartest play we have. Oh, and this is just the boss by itself. Or not technically by itself, but you know what I mean. Let's channel random. Or we'll painbow. Sure. Oh, another energy? Sure, I'll channel chaos just for chat. Oh, we got energy up. Oh, it was rewarded. Nice. So we have a 12 damaging move coming up, which does help. As I said before, Dark Orb will help us get out of here. Speaking of chaos, we are out of Ocean Room. So I could choose to get 2 strength. It's not our best one. I might as well just drink it just to free up a potion slot. Let's go ahead and play White Noise. Our reward is Electrodynamics. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. Amazing. So we need to potentially get more defense here. So if I channel this twice, this might kill something. Might as well do it. Oh, I'm sorry. It just channels it once. What else could I do here for defense? Glacier into defend might be the better call. So I get 10 defense here. That's not enough. We'll channel more. Nice. We killed the front row. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So good play. So you can see recursion gave us another dark orb. So it kind of like restocks the ammo, as it were. Okay, genetic algorithm almost completely negates this boss's damage. I think the correct play here is to zap into compile driver into genetic algorithm. Yeah, good play. So we're just gonna slowly chip away at this thing's defense. I thought about getting loop, but I don't really need it at the moment. Okay, it's only gonna do 10, so this is our opportunity to channel a lot of frost. Every time we channel frost, it's 5 block. So you can see we are doing extremely well, and we improved our normal block. Nice. So we are extremely tanky, like in this chat. We are going for melee frost build. It's fine. I think this boss is dead no matter what I do. But I'll draw 2 cards. Why not? Old snap. Why not? Energy potion. Gain 2 energy. Perfect. Okay, chat. Moment of truth, please. Please give us a blizzard. We saw that it can drop. Give us, maybe not chain lightning, but give us, intelligence up. Or more focus, maybe. See what happens. Amplify. This turn, your next power is played twice. Full-headed, channel 1 frost, draw 2 cards, or deal 15 damage. Amplify is maybe the only okay card here, but again, we don't have a lot of powers. But maybe you want to set up for the future. I don't think cool-headed by itself is useful for us. Like, it channels frost, but we have everything else. Yeah, I don't blame you for skipping, chat. Absolutely not. There's nothing that really defines our build. Like, we're just getting very unlucky, I guess. But we're getting through it by just playing a lot of attacks, apparently. Which I'm okay with. I mean, if we have to do that to survive, that's fine. Because that makes... Basically, every time we play 3 attacks, we end up getting +1 defense whenever we block. So eventually we'll scale. Okay, I think the correct play is not to do the boss here. We need to upgrade immediately. We have so many dead cards in our hand. Actually, what does Chaos do if I upgrade it? 2 random cards. That's very tempting. White Noise could be free, but I think having Zap free is more important. That way we just have 1 less in our inventory. I think I'm gonna go for the normal enemy into the campfire to upgrade again. Maybe I'll upgrade Chaos there. What an interesting hand we just drew. I think Capacitor into Chill into Chaos, or I could take the safe defense. We'll draw in the Chaos. That's for chat. Oh, that's right. We got an extra energy. It doesn't matter. Oh. Defend then. Okay, I take 1 damage, but we have a nuke orb. I'm liking this. So definitely the Chaos is useful. We got another orb slot. 21 defense. I think I'm going to go for that. Actually, no. I'm going to hold it for the next enemy. Let's do some damage to this one. Ooh, that's a little risky. Oh, we'll take it. It's fine. Oh, no, I could just do 2 energy. Oh, even better. We do that now. We'll channel 2 Frost. I think that's the right play. Yeah, definitely the right play. Puts our Dark Orb closer to the front. If we need to defend, we just got another 4 block for free. Or 2 block, I mean. I might introduce them to the Pain Bow. I'm thinking about it. I think we should introduce them, chat. I'm sure they'll be friends. Oh, look, chat, they weren't friends. We tried, though. I might recursion this, just to get a lightning back in here. I think that's the right play. Recursion's another one that I want to be cheaper. So if his strength never scales, he'll never be able to kill us at this rate. Because as you can see, we scale really hard. Oh, White Noise, Storm. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. Dang, we got that too late. We'll go for a strike. Is dual cast worth it? I think so. Yeah, taste the Pain Bow, exactly, chat. So our nuke is slowly gaining strength. Just have to get 15 defense. I think we could do that. Or not. Never mind. Ignore me. We didn't draw it. Well, we'll take some damage here, which is not bad, because I think we'll get healed by the 12. Yeah, we'll take 4 damage, and I think we need to get hit 1 more time to get 12 health. But this is fine. Another slot. Excellent. I'd like to channel into Cold Snap, into Cold Snap. Ooh. That's going to be a lot of damage we take. That might not be worth it. Dang. Kinda not worth. But we'll be at 40 health. So this boss is dead. If I channel anything, I think it's dead. Speaking of which. Oh, is Dark Orb in the front? Oh, it's almost in the front. That's fine. I think we still win. So if I do anything to channel, it will die. I think is what I want to do. Goodbye. I love that you could play defensively and do damage. Oh, our Dark Orb didn't go off. Oh, well, we'll recursion it then. Perish. Nice. Essence of Steel, gain 4 plated armor. Okay. That's useful. Add a card to our deck? Sure. Hopefully, as I said before, we're looking for very specific cards. See what happens. We got Cool-Headed, Hologram, and Leap. All really not useful cards. What a shame. Rest in peace, chat. Where's our cards at? Where are the orbs? Get wrecked, chat. I have to say, this is some of the worst card draw I've ever seen. Like, if we were going for an attack build, by the way, we would have had only 1 claw card this entire time. Could you imagine if chat had decided to go melee, how punished you would have been? Would have been terrible. Like, the only thing that would have worked would have been like the FTL or the faster than light, and that would have been it. That would have been the only card melee wise that would have paid off. Ridiculous, chat. Leap is okay. I mean, it's like, but we're playing a Frost build, so we don't really need it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade again. Upgrades are the most important thing for this character, more than anything else. Loop is really strong. I'm thinking about upgrading it. Pain Bow being permanent is also interesting. Good here. Recursion being cheap, I think, is also good. I think I'll do Recursion, and then we'll do Loop next. Because anything that makes this free is good, because we have too many cards that cost a high amount. We'll get another free card. So I think our next upgrade will go to... Oh, we could just immediately go to another upgrade, sure. 26 gold, Jersey Blade. Normal enemies are no longer countered in question mark rooms. Excellent, we need that so bad. I'm not gonna heal before this boss battle. I'm just gonna believe. I'd rather Smith, and let's get a loop in here. Let's improve our loop. So all of our main abilities just got improved. All we have to do is survive the boss. We have a potion that revives us. The odds of us surviving are actually pretty high. And it's the worst boss. I'm so sorry, chat. I think I just ended the run. I'm not even exaggerating. This might actually be run over. Our build is so slow. What would be good here? 21 block. I think we need to do that now. Let's capacitor into cold snap into recursion. Oh boy, worst boss, chat. This is the defect slayer. It punishes you for going slow, and all we have are slow cards. Well, we're gonna pray, chat. Choose a card in your discard pile. What is in my discard pile, by the way? I could get another recursion if I really want to, or another chaos, but I don't think it's worth it yet. We have to take the damage here. We have 4 plated armor from the other ability, so that will help in terms of not dying right away. But we really need to start drawing like pain bow, where white noise would really help. Please be good. We got a free loop, okay. We got another loop, okay. Got a ball lightning, maybe. Ooh, what would be the good play here? I think I need to pain bow. Dang, this is so brutal. So I'm gonna triple up on lightning. Interesting. There's something I could play right now to speed this up. Not really. I mean, I could recursion. If I had like a defensive thing in here, I would want to play it. We're gonna take so much damage, chat. This is so unfortunate. Fortunately, we get triple lightning here due to the loops. We need as much damage as possible, for sure. A free zap, I definitely want that. A glacier and a defend. 17 versus his 21. I think I'm gonna go ahead and burn a cold snap here. That way I could use the defend. So we're slowly building up our nuke, which is good. We kind of need it. So we're just slowly chipping him out. 24 damage there. Ooh, gonna be a lot we have to block. We could chill to try to get more defense. I think we should do that. Compile driver, why not? Anything that's free? Nothing was free. Is there any way I can avoid 24 damage here? Is there something in our deck? I could do it to draw more defense. Sadly, I might actually do that. I kind of don't want to take damage here. I can avoid it. So instead of taking 24 damage, we take 0. Really don't want to take damage. Our nuke is almost ready. We're gonna take 30 this turn. We have dual cast. I think we could do this. We're so close. We got another energy. The dual cast this will make it do 48. Oh, we don't have another damaging move. It's so unfortunate. This was gonna be our nuke. You can see how close we were, chat. Well, hopefully we don't die. We're about to... Oh, we got exactly 30 defense. Oh, we got so lucky. We got so lucky, chat. That could have been so bad. It's gonna die via lightning. Ooh, we got really lucky. That was the worst boss we could have received. Whenever you would lose HP, lose 1 less. Yes, please. We'll take that forever. We got another potion back in our hand. Excellent. And finally, one more chance at voting. Please, please stop teasing us. Give us something we need. Streamline plus Force Field plus our hologram. We don't want any of these. What is going on? Why can't we draw these cards, chat? I know they're not locked. I know they're not locked, chat. We've played them. Where's machine learning? Give us something. Bad cards, chat. Shake your head. Bad cards. Like, the only thing that would have been good for an attack build would have been Streamline, but we just want to constantly generate orbs so we could cycle through. So we have, like, 3/4 of an engine. We're either missing focus or we're missing kind of like the payload. Like, sure, we've played 40 Frosts, but like it's not doing anything other than giving us the 5 block. We just need one more piece, chat. One day it'll give it to us. But hey, we're at 42 health. That's always good. Well, I think the correct choice is to upgrade yet another card because we are getting nothing, so we need to make sure our cards are absolutely godlike. I'm thinking of making Painbow permanent. I'm thinking about it. It's pretty strong. Never losing Painbow would be great. What would be my alternative? I don't really want Capacitor anymore. If we had to get rid of a card, we don't even need this anymore. Chaos upgraded is also good. I think I'll go for Painbow to never exhaust. That way we could get more cycling going. Okay, we can no longer encounter normal enemies here, so we should be fine. We could get Jaxed, transform 2 cards, or attain a special relic. I might transform 2 cards, I'm thinking about it. Don't think we really want to get special relic. Well, maybe we do. What do you say, chat? Do you want to transform 2 cards or get a special relic? Transforming would get rid of some of the dead cards in our hand because we haven't been able to go to a shop this entire run, basically. Or the special relic because we're meleeing so much. It could end up being useful. I don't remember what it is offhand, to be honest with you. It's probably attack related, which again, we are doing a lot of attacks. So anyway, I'll read out the description as chat decides. A man with an eye patch and a devilish grin strides up to you. Hey there, stranger. Interested in advancing science? I can make you stronger than any training or blessing. You're gonna need it if you're one of those heroes with a death wish. What do you say? Okay, we're gonna transform random cards. Believe in the chaos. I want to get rid of regular strike because those cards are absolutely dead in our hand. Anything else is better. Let's transform those. We got Charge Battery and Channel Lightning. That's actually really good. I like that. Charge Battery is really good for us, chat. I don't know if you saw it. It flashed really quickly. But it basically is a 7-block card, but it also gives us energy the next turn. So we're able to play more of our hand. So that kind of solves some issues we've been having. The other one, it just lets us channel more lightning orbs if we really need to, which is fine. The man injects you with 3 unknown substances and pulls out a notebook. As you begin to feel lightheaded, he starts to frantically write down notes, losing track of time completely. By the time you regain your senses, the shady character has disappeared. Well, we're gonna go for another question mark. Because getting cards has not been working for us. Remove a card from our deck or upgrade all strikes and defends. I think I'm gonna choose upgrade all strikes and defends, to be honest with you, chat. We have so many of them. The truth is always simple, chat. I'm not even gonna read it. Like, there's no choice there. I don't wait, what was there? Oh, is the final one? Oh, we should probably rest then. Okay. Yeah, so that way, because we have kind of dead cards in our hand. Yeah, see, that does 9. These are all 8s. Excellent. We upgraded 5 cards instead of removing 1, which I think is really good for us. We might end up needing those defense points. So we only have 1 normal damage strike, but we have all of the cold snaps and everything else. Yeah, this is the charge battery I'm talking about. So technically it's slightly weaker than our other blocks now, but the free energy is always worth it. Tempest we could just use whenever. The fact that it exhausts is okay. Okay, chat, can we beat this boss? We have 1 health revive due to the fairy in a bottle. We have 1 colorless potion. Let's see if we could do it. I don't remember what this enemy is, and that's concerning. I don't even know what it's gonna do. I guess we'll play Cold Snaps just to get some things channeled. Nice, we got dexterity up, so our defend is stronger. That's good. Oh, is it only for 1 turn? Because it went away. Oh, that's dumb then. I don't want that. And channel the Pain Bow. I'm thinking about it. I think the power play would be to lightning into probably the Pain Bow. Into a recursion. Into chaos. I think that was worth it. We reduced how much damage we're going to take here. We're still going to take some though. Don't get me wrong. Extra slot. Nice. They're unfortunately being extremely aggressive on us. So we're going to charge battery into a defend, into a loop, I think. And we'll chill just so we can get more defense. I think that was a good call. So now we should get the triple lightning. So fortunately, chat, we'll only take 1 damage due to our relic. We're slowly getting in there. They're not going to attack this turn, so let's take advantage of that and white noise. Oh, chat. Oh, chat, the card of the heavens. Oh, we've been saved. Chat, we're fine. Oh my gosh, chat, this is the most broken card ability in the game. We attained it through random. Thank you, game. It's over. It's over. This is the most broken card in the game. It's over. We win. I refuse to believe we will lose with this card. I completely refuse to believe. In fact, we're just gonna channel even more cards just to ensure that they die. Yeah, so every card, chat, we get a random power. So as long as we survive, it'll just keep going. So he's potentially gonna do a lot of damage to us soon. So yeah, he just weakened us. Machine learning, sure. I think we'll do a genetic algorithm here to stay alive. Into probably a charge well, machine learning. Into maybe a charge battery. Yeah, it's the same defense. I think that's the best call. Oh, it didn't target the middle one. That's so unfortunate. We're about to take 47. But it's going to be reduced. So unfortunate, chat. We just had bad luck. Like, if it just strikes... Oh, we got Hello World again? The start of your turn, add a random common card? Oh, we're going full RNG, chat. We're going to believe. We're just playing it. It doesn't matter anymore. We're going to recursion. Okay, we killed one of them. Good. Let's chill. Let's zap. We'll compile drive. Goodbye. We'll cold snap. Why not? We'll do a strike as well. Nice. So it begins, chat. We're getting a random card every turn and a random power every turn. Hope you're ready. Gain 4 focus? That's tempting, but I don't want to lose our focus at this point in the game. Let's get a defend in here and a cold snap for defense. What would be good here? Ooh. Gain 11 block? Sure. Wow, that actually was useful. Oh, it does 31 damage. We block for 34. We're good, chat. We're doing extremely well. We're gonna believe in the RNG to carry us. Another bias cognition. Kinda don't want that. Gain 5 block. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. We have no discard piles, so that's useless. Let's channel a lightning here. Channel the pain bow. Let's get a charge battery for next turn. Sure. Okay, we got a dark orb, chat. That's all we gotta do. I don't want to use the bias cognition until we're ready to go. Another Hello World. Oh no, it's happening. It's happening, chat. This madness. Let's weaken him. Recursion, sure. What would be good here? Maybe a bias cognition would be here. I think this would be the right play. That's so much defense. Into a cold snap, why not? Got another energy from that? That's so gross. Let's draw more cards. Why not, chat? Who cares? Another 11 block? Do I even need block at this point? They can only do 29, and I block for over 30. So we're out of control, chat. It's official. Like, it's gone off the rails. Creative AI is literally gonna win us the game. I'm not even kidding you. This is like the god power. If you're wondering how I won the first time, Kirk, all I did was the thing where you draw a random power. Oh, it's happening, chat. It's happening. We're getting so many cards. Look at this, chat. I don't even know what to say. Like, just, can you even keep track of what's happening? We're drawing even more cards. I'm playing Chaos. It doesn't matter anymore. Sure, I'll ball lightning. Why not? Who cares? I have enough defense. Sure, I'll be fine. You know what? We'll recursion it. Why not? Cycle more. So anyway, we're going to be drawing like 3 common cards randomly, and one of those might end up being useful. We'll see. So we got 2 loops on us, so we're getting a lot of defense. We got another Hello World. Look at our hand, chat. Look at our hand. I can't even handle it. Another bias cognition. Why not? It's over, chat. I don't have to do anything. I'm pretty sure we just kind of win at this point. Charge battery for next turn. Sure, why not? I think we're fine. Look at this, chat. Dark Orb will outscale our focus loss, so even if we do run out of focus, I think we'll be okay. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Look at how many cards we're drawing. It's happening. Hand is full. We can't draw any more cards. What do you even say about that, chat? This is so gross. Vulnerable, why not? Defense, why not? Compile driver, sure, we'll draw more cards. Tempest, sure. Oh, no, we don't have enough. I don't even know what to say about this, chat. Things are happening. We are just getting really tanky. Nice. We have 71 defense. Oh my gosh, chat. It's over. Look at it. Creative AI carries bad players. Can't even use capacitor. It's literally useless. We have so many charge batteries. Okay, now us drawing charge cards makes sense. Let's use Streamline, make it cheaper. Maybe we'll just do charge battery into Streamline. Why not, chat? We need as much energy as we could get. Maybe we'll get like the triple chaos play. Yeah, we got really lucky though, chat. I mean, look at the damage. Oh, more cards? Why not? Look at that, chat. Let's apply weaken. And sure, we'll get a free block. Deal damage to every character? Sure, why not? Evoke? Sure, why not? Machine learning? Why not? Block 12? Sure. We'll do compile driver next, I think. Oh, we just don't. Let's just do that more. Oh, look, chat. It's the 61 damage nuke. Die? Oh, goodbye, front row. That's fine. So our hand is gonna be like we're gonna draw 11 cards immediately. I hope you know this, chat. Just look at this. It's out of control. It's literally out of control. We just can't do anything. Sure, we'll draw more cards. Why not? Charge battery into what would be good here? Oh, barrage for the number of orbs we have. Why not? Oh, I should have done vulnerable first. That was a misplay. Wow. So we ran out of intelligence, which is a bit scary. So we need to end this for sure next turn. But if we get cognition at all, it's over. Oh, or that. And that also works. So many cards. Sure. Make you vulnerable, why not? Make you vulnerable, why not? Ball, why not? Block, why not? Streamline, why not? So anyway, chat, welcome to the Chaos build. That's our goal, chat, is to just, if we get creative AI, it's over. I'm literally declaring we win. Because this will solve all of our problems by just generating absolute madness until we just can't draw anything else. Moment of truth. Will the game give us creative AI? Yes, no. Let's find out. Although that might be a locked card, but you could get it through RNG card draw. We'll see. Time to vote, chat. Seek, put one card from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. Bias cognition. Kind of risky. Also, multicast is back. So remember how we had that dark orb that had 90 on it? Imagine if you just made it do like 400 damage. This also could potentially save us if we have Frost in the beginning, because we could, for example, spend all of our points there to get super defense. Yeah. Thank you for the GG try. We're getting a little close to the new year. Still got some time. We might be able to win before then. Yeah, it's just... But I mean, you could see, like, the card that gives you a random power can give you a random legendary, and if it does, it's over. Like, you are now witnesses, chat. The Hello World is like one of the best cards in the game, or whatever one that gives you the random power. I go for it every game. I don't even care what my build is. Okay, chat, so pay attention. We have to vote for relics. Let's see what we have. Sneko at the start of your turn, draw 2 additional cards. Start combat confused. I don't think I like that. Calling Bell, upon pickup, get a curse and 3 relics. Interesting. Velvet Choker can only play 6 cards. Ooh, I don't really like any of these, to be honest. I don't think I want my cards to be randomized costs. Most of them are 1, so I don't think that's worth it. The only thing that might be worth it is if we want to risk a curse for 3 relics. Otherwise, I would skip, chat. Because we could potentially get rid of the curse. As long as it's not a damaging curse, it's not bad. If all it does is sit in our hand, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. So, it could be very powerful. Relics scale with us really, really strong. Yeah, Sneko Eye is the worst. I definitely don't want that one. Okay, so we have a tie. I'm not really sure which one it'll go to. Let's see what happens. Oh, it took it. Oh, that's just the unplayable one. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's not too bad. We're gonna get bronze scales, deal 3 damage of thorns. Not bad. Whenever you add an attack, upgrade. It's kind of bad. Whenever you receive 5 or less unblocked damage, reduce it to 1. Ooh. That could be interesting. Not the best series of things, but having thorns helps us a little bit, I will say. Especially if we're in a block fest. So what do we need to do? I think we need to use a shop. Where is the nearest shop? The nearest shop is above us. So I think the correct play is to take the left path. I think we're otherwise good. So if I start in the middle, might be the best. Because I don't want to get into more common encounters. So if I can go into more question marks, I think that's better for us at this point. So if I go this way, I have to fight... Well, I have to fight the same number of creatures no matter what. Oh, that sucks. Well, I think I'm going to try to play it safe. Because if I go to the shop, I can heal in case we got something bad. Actually, that is the correct play. I should do that. So no matter what, I have to get into 2 encounters, the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, so no matter what, it's 3 encounters for the heal, unless I go for the far left. Then that one... Actually, I'm not sure. I'm second guessing myself. Maybe this one's actually better. I'm gonna go to the far left. Okay. See what happens. So I have thorns. They have thorns. I think I'm gonna do chill just to get more block. We're gonna recursive channel a lightning, and we're gonna play glacier. And we're gonna play chaos, because that's for chat. We got the dark orb, exactly what I wanted. So again, every time they attack us, they should take damage now. Which is good, because we are having some damage issues. Sorry you're not feeling well, Try. Hopefully you get more rest. Let's go ahead and charge battery into a cold snap, maybe? Into a capacitor. We'll take a little bit of damage here. But fortunately, the back row now took damage, because I don't think anything gets rid of thorns. So I think it's going to blow up if we don't do anything, so we need to kill this. So I think I'm forced to cold snap into ball lightning, and we were rewarded because we attacked. White noise. Lightning now hits everybody. Excellent. We'll use loop. And I think we don't do anything and we just win. That's a good power up to get. That should speed up our combat. So if we attack them at all, we would take a lot of damage. But spoilers, we don't have to attack to win with this character. We literally just sit here and laugh at them. What are they going to do, chat? Who cares? Channel X lightning? Sure, die. Chat, die. What do you think, chat? Is that fair? That's why the Channel X lightning was a good choice for us. Look how much damage he's about to take. Look at this, chat. Gross. You know what? We'll choose genetic algorithm. It already can block 25. That's extremely strong. Now it blocks for 27. Multicast? Why not? Perish. Easy win. We got Cultist Potion, which, depending on what it is, game 1 ritual, gain strike at the end of your turn. Huh, that would actually be really good for us. Let's get rid of colorless card draw. I think we need that one. Cultist Potion looks fun. Okay, chat, let's go ahead and see what cards we have for sale. Probably don't want anything at this point. Our deck is okay, unless we get Blizzard. Skim, go for the eyes, or Glacier. Not really impressed, chat. Outside of maybe go for the eyes if you want the weak. But then again, we could just end up with it anyway. It really doesn't matter. Again, pretty safe to skip. We didn't really get to remove cards from our deck at all, which is kind of scary, to be honest with you, but maybe we'll be okay. If we do happen to come across Blizzard, the relic will cause it to be upgraded though, chat, I will say. So not a bad choice. I think Thorns solves a lot of our defensive tankiness issues, because if we stall them for like 12 turns, I mean, that's potentially 36 damage we don't have to deal. And against the weaker enemies, that's actually pretty big. Especially if they multi-strike, like the one enemy that hit for 1 damage 5 times, would have did 15 damage to itself. So multi-hitters, we have some punishing. Come on, something interesting. Don't be a curse. Get upwards, floating from, you begin to fall. Lose zap, lose loop, lose ball lightning. I don't like any of those choices. Ooh, that's so bad. I like our build. Oh, I can't lose loop. Guess I have to lose Ball Lightning? That's brutal. Not the card I would have preferred to lose, for sure. We had so many other cards I would have been fine with losing. I think the correct play here is to Capacitor and to Zap into Glacier. We're just going to start our early orb stacking, chat. Again, we never got like a permanent focus increase. We always had the temporary ones, which are very risky. I might Pain Bow him. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let's Pain Bow him. Let's improve... Well, we'll Recursion that as well. Why not? Do Genetic Algorithm. Now it blocks for 29. That should help us against a boss battle. So we have one really, really high super block that we got at the beginning of the game. So it will pay off in keeping us alive. Thorns is helping a little bit. Let's go ahead and do Loop into... Maybe Defend into Tempest. So I'm going to put Lightning at the front so we could do more damage. Yeah, it's about to take a lot of damage there. Nice. Multicast. Might be enough to kill. How much does it do? 8. So this would deal 24. It's close. So if I play more defensively, for example, this could work. Take a little bit of damage here. That's honestly not the end of the world. Well, speaking of which, I should... Oh, I could just use the block potion here. That's fine. We should win next turn, no matter what. I'll use Ritual, I think, in the next battle. So I think just due to lightning damage, we win automatically. So if I can cycle into our... Oh, I have to do white noise. That's for the chat. Whenever you play a power card, draw one card. Dang, we got that so late. We'll channel random card into strike. Nice easy kill. Got a fire potion, deal 20 damage. That could help. We'll also probably burn that one instantly, to be honest. Add a card to our deck. Get ready to vote, chat. Our choices are Tempest, Charge Battery, or go for the eyes. I really wouldn't add any more cards. We're already pretty over the limit, to be honest with you. We have one Charge Battery, and that's more than enough. We also gain energy just by attacking, so we have a backup energy generation anyway. Yeah, I think this is going to be another skip. Such a shame we never got the Blizzard again, because this is where I would have taken it. That would have been like the one big exception. I would have been like, we are absolutely taking it. So I'll probably throw the Fire Potion just to skip some damage phases up here. I think Ritual and a longer fight makes more sense, because we're going to be cycling through a lot of attacks. So us just getting some basic strength is really good for us, I think. And if it constantly scales, it makes sense to hold that to the final fight. Which I think it does, because that's how it works for the other characters. So we haven't been injured at all. I'm just going to keep playing it safe. I want to make it to that shop. 3 enemies with strength ups. That could be ugly. We got Recursion. I'm thinking about. Good defend. Oh, that's a lot of damage I have to defend against. Could Frost this into Defend into Recursion for free damage. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here. Fire Potion would not have helped. But them taking Thorn damage actually does. We have some damage reducers, but we really need to start getting some defense on the board. I think I'm going to try to kill this one as soon as possible. There are 2 more damage ups. This doesn't quite kill. But this should help us. If we get a zap here, it'd be crucial. We didn't. It's okay. Fuck, if it didn't target the middle one, that sucks. Chat, that's RNG not working in our favor. All it needed to do was hit the middle one. It would have been fine. It killed itself, though. I guess it could have been worse. So we have 2 things that reduce damage. So as long as we don't take more than 5, we really don't take that much. Just Genetic Algorithm into a loop, into... Get some strike on the field. Into maybe a Frost. We'll defend. Now we have Lightning in the front, so that's our DPS. Liking that. Nice Thorn damage. They will keep powering up, so hopefully we can speed up through this. Painbow, I actually kind of need you, but we'll do White Noise first. Lightning now hits everybody. Perfect. Nice. Let's channel the Painbow. This should give us a lot of defense. And that puts Lightning in the front again. So that's an amazing use of Painbow, chat. Because we channeled so much lightning, I think they're just dead next turn. Right? Like, even if they defense up, they're about to take a ton of damage here. Watch. So, yeah, they're dead. I'm gonna just multicast this as well, just to insult them. Oh, we'll channel another zap into the multicast. Nice. Didn't get that injured. Tropic move. Filled your empty potion slots with random potions. That's unfortunate. We're keeping our auto revive until the end for sure. So get ready to vote, chat. Let's see what we got. We got Streamline plus, Capacitor plus, Compile Drive plus. Again, I don't think we go for any of these. We have the Relic that automatically generates orb slots, so that renders this power kind of redundant. And Compile Driver is useful for drawing more cards, but it's fine. We don't really need it. So what I'm going to do is hopefully, because we haven't taken that much damage, I'm going to upgrade another card. I might upgrade Basic Chaos to give 2 orbs, because we've been using that a lot, and it is helpful. Anything to get those orbs cycling, I think is pretty big news for us. So it looks like this playthrough, we avoided, I think, the 1 temporary focus up, and did not get any of the ones where it's just like +1 focus or something cheap, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, hopefully something interesting at the question mark. Lose all gold, attain a relic. That is so unfair. Where was this in the previous act? Can you imagine if we had this in the previous act, chat? When I had like only 180 gold, but like literally couldn't do anything with it? Like I would have just thrown it away. Anyway, Tomb of the Lord, Red Mask. Highly ornamented tomb can be seen on the other side of a floating path. I'm not taking this. Like, we're going to go to the shop to purchase things. Upon reaching the tomb, you notice a slot for gold coins with the scratch out inscription above it. I'm very curious about it, but not 474 gold curious. Yeah, I'm keeping my money for that one shop, chat. Let's go ahead and get an upgrade here. What would make sense? Tempest upgraded is tempting, as is multicast. But I think we'll upgrade Chaos. That's for you, chat. Just make it more effective when it's played. So if we can avoid taking too much damage here, I think we'll be good. They're life linked. So I think... What does this even do if it's by itself? Does this do anything? It does. It just becomes another random potion. Oh, so just bonus strength. Maybe. Channel Painbow? Maybe. Ooh, chill into Rainbow. Now that would be godlike. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Then we could Compile Driver if we really want to. We're at 17 defense. We're gonna take 16. Let's do some damage to the most healthy one. Draw some cards. We drew Loop. That's really unfortunate. Wow. That's fun. We're just slowly building strength of the back row. Yeah, Enhanced Chaos is really good for us. Anytime they attack again, the little less damage we have to do. We got a slight speed up there. Enhanced Chaos. I think we're gonna do that. I'll charge battery first into Enhanced Chaos. We got another orb. Wow. Okay. Well then, I'll do something like this. I'll leave the chill in there for now. So now if we expend the front row, it does 18 damage, which is not bad, but if we get the multicast Evoke, it should kill something instantly. You can see they're very slowly whittling themselves down. We potentially can block 31 damage, so we could just ignore this turn. I think I'm gonna do that. So I could multicast. I'm gonna white noise for the chat. We'll recursion that. I think that was a better play anyway. Yeah, they're gonna take so much damage now. Front row's dead. If we rotate the Dark Orb, they should just die automatically. Ooh, nice, he hit himself twice. That speeds up our turns. We got another Capacitor, why not? Sure. We got a little tank here. We're gonna take some damage here, but that's not too bad. It'll heal, which is expected. That's fine. More importantly, it put the rest of them in kill range, if you noticed. If we draw our multi-evoke, I think it's over. Or possibly Painbow, I'm thinking about it. Do we have enough to kill with Painbow, though? Oh, no, we don't have enough slots. So I think the correct play is to defense 16 into a cold channel. Wound him. I think that's the right play. We're gonna play it super safe, chat. So we have a nuke, and they will take 3 damage every turn. So I think they'll just die at this point. So if we drew the pain bow here, this is where I would have preferred it for sure. Oh, we drew a chaos. Interesting. Well, might as well just play it. And loop. And defense up. Nice. Oh, so close. I miscalculated. We're gonna take damage there. My bad, chat. So close. Yeah, I miscalculated by 1. What a shame. Gain 2 orb slots. Oh, we're leaving that there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and add a card to our deck. Let's see what happens. Chat, we can't draw anything. Whatever. I mean, Tempest Plus is technically better than regular Tempest, but it's fine. So I'm going to try not to use the rest site here. I want to get 1 more upgrade, and then we're going to hopefully make it to the end without getting injured. We have an okay amount of relics. I'm a little concerned of what we might end up fighting. If it's a slow fight, that's really good. If it ends up being like that wolf, for example, that could just be game over. If it's the Chrono Mage, which I don't think we've seen yet, I'm kind of net neutral on that one. Honestly, I don't think that makes a big difference for us, because we have so much guaranteed passive orbs that we just kind of negate losing turns. So again, just don't be the ritual monster. Just please don't do that to us, or we will hard lose. I think that's the Chrono Mage. Okay. Oh, we have another rest site above us anyway. Oh, okay. Hello, shopkeeper that I haven't seen in years. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Each combat you start with extra dex. The effects of your X cards are increased by 2. They're all really good. I think I might get them. Remove a random card. Can we get rid of regular strike maybe at this point? I don't think we want it anymore. Yeah, I don't think we do. Is there anything else that's more dead than that? I guess Capacitor is kind of dead as a card. No. A tough call. I mean, while Strike is still sometimes useful, I don't think Capacitor is useful anymore. Let's just get rid of it. X plus 2, really good for our build. I'm gonna go purchase that. Extra dexterity, so block is stronger, or every tech is double damage. Start of your turn, add a random common power. I think I have to purchase this for chat. I'll do that. Then I'll get the dexterity. Why not? It's free defense. Oh wait, there's Mayhem. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. I have to do that for chat. So sorry, chat. We have to play it. I have to buy Mayhem. It's for you, chat. Let's see. Toxic Egg whenever you add a skill. Oh, it's so late in the game. Useless. Okay. Let's upgrade Mayhem so it's cheaper or something. Yeah, good. Okay. This should help us significantly, chat. Because no matter what, we got the X plus 2. I really don't want to fight anything. We're just going to leave. Yeah, no need to be greedy at all. We just need to make it to the end, chat. We need to make it to that final area of sleep, and that's it. I don't want any other boss battles. Just got to make it to the end. Strength up, I think, is going to help here significantly. So I'm just going to consume this soonish. Slightly better than our regular defend, so I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna take 3 damage, but it's gonna be reduced, I think, by 1, so we're gonna take 2. Oh, or we ignored it. Oh, that's good. Oh, because it got thorns. Oh, hello, world. Kinda tempted to see you, not gonna lie. Cold Snap into Tempest, maybe? We really need damage. Actually, loop into Tempest is a better call. Yeah, much better call. So we're trying our best not to take damage, but we're gonna get hit pretty hard here. Sweeping Beam, sure. Recursion to get multi defense, maybe. I'll get Chill into maybe Recursion. Actually, I could draw a card and see what it gives me. Gives us White Noise, we're gonna play that. Capacitor, sure. Into Recursion. into multicast? I think that was the right play. We only take... I think we take 0 from that. Okay, good play. Good play. We have to continually do a lot of damage to him. Or we could just reduce by 33. That's always good. You know what? I'm going to believe in the pain bow. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll take 6 here, maybe? Oh, 5, because it was reduced. Nice. Man, this damage just keeps going up and up and up. Not good for us, chat. Dang, we got Mayhem so late. So unfortunate. Where was that earlier? We'll do Chill to get more lightning. I think Cold Snap as well, just to reduce damage. And then we're going to probably charge Battery here. Dang, we're gonna take so much damage here, chat. This was not worth it. Oh, we're so low on health. I'll leave everything as is. Let's go ahead and add a card to our deck. I'm so thankful we didn't do the boss, by the way. I really doubt we would have lived. Let's see what we have in our deck, chat. Force Field, go for the eyes, charge Battery. Dang, what a shame. Yeah, that was really bad. Because we didn't have, I think, go for the eyes. We didn't have a way of reducing that 70 damage instantly, and we're more of a slow build kind of deck. So, bit unfortunate. If we can get lucky here, we're okay. We have a potion that revives us, so it's not as hopeless as it looks, to be honest with you, chat. Definitely getting the X equals X plus 2 will help with the multicast evoke, for sure. As you can see, that potentially could end up being, like, if we could pay 0 and get 10 free block, for example, or just get extra damage. So all those X costing cards are good. We have Tempest that summons lightning orbs, which we now just get +2 of. So that's not a bad trade we got from the shop. Unfortunately, Toxic Egg is literally useless. Okay, we just gotta make it through 2 battles somehow, chat. This is gonna be very interesting. We got Thorns. I really need defense, or we're in big trouble. Let's channel 2 into maybe a... Ooh, what would be the best call here? I think a Frost Strike into a Recursion is the best bet. I want to reduce damage as much as possible. Again, they will slightly injure themselves, and we only need to do just a tiny bit of damage. And if we strength 5 ourselves, we might be able to kill them, where normally we wouldn't be able to. Speaking of which, we could get a full defense recovery here, which I think is good. So I think what I'm going to do is Tempest to channel all the defense. I think that's the best call we have. And then what we're going to do from there is I'm going to Chill, which I think was the best play, into a Zap. We have a lot of defense. So that did help. So they're still going to do 29. We're going to reduce by 26, I think. And we did some decent damage to them. So there's the X plus 2 coming into effect. So Thorns, definitely helpful here. We could just get a damaging move here. I think we'll be good. We got Mayhem. I think we're going to use Genetic Algorithm to not die here. And hopefully, consume this. Kill this guy instantly, because I don't want him doing anything. We got a lot of defense, so I think we'll be okay here. I'm going to just play into Mayhem, I think. If we do die, we'll get health recovery. So we deleted one of the enemies. Yeah, see, that did 30 damage, and we negated it. Nice. Hello, world. Sure, we'll play you. That's for chat. We'll defense up. Unfortunately, did not troll anything useful there. But we're guaranteed to get a common card. So we could kill one of these enemies just instantly. We got another white noise, which is unfair. Oh, we got defrag. Nice. Nice. They're dead no matter what next turn. A little bit of chaos saving us at the end. So we should be back up to 41 health, which is not bad. Play extra chaos just for chat, even though it's not needed. So thank you, extra health recovery. Let's go ahead and get the Swift Potion. Not the most useful thing, but who knows? Add a card to our deck? Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. We got another Hello World or Multicast Plus. Both are kind of interesting. If we just want utter chaos, this is our probable last chance to get it. You just want to give in to the chaos, chat. That's your choice. Multicast +1 is really good. This could save us for sure. If we get, for example, 1 Frost Orb, at minimum now, with 0 added, it gives us 15 block. Which at this point in the game, you can see is pretty significant. So, very, very strong card, for sure. I do like that we got the meat to heal us. I think that made up for really, really bad card draw. I think without it, we would have lost. So that early relic ended up being really crucial. Okay, we just got to get to the end and heal ourselves. No matter what happens, we just got to make it through one more combat. We're going to loop into chill, I think. Into what would be good? Got to get some damage in here and a block, I think. We're going to get some free defense this turn. If it attacks us, it'll take damage. Nice. Back row we got to be concerned about. He's going to be the damage dealer. Got a multicast. Got a genetic algorithm, which I like a little more. I think I'm going to use chill here just to get rid of it. Again, they will very gradually injure themselves. So we might be able to burst the front row. See what happens. Mayhem, I think I want that. We're about to take 20, so if I defend here, that shouldn't be too bad. Into maybe an exhaust just to channel it. I think that was a good choice. Nice. So again, we're gonna go free top card play. We have a little bit of counter. A little bit of a counter to them. Evoke the next one X times. I think what we want to do, we need more defense. Let's go ahead and play Glacier. Let's go ahead and evoke the lightning. Nice. And let's get another zap in there for free damage. We're doing some decent damage to them. They should die pretty soon. We armored himself up, kind of gross. Okay, we killed the middle one, nice. I think it's safe to go for a recursion here into maybe a pain bow. That could be fun. We have 10 defense. We still need a little more. Be the best call here. I don't have a damage move that would kill it necessarily. Unless we rely on RNG. I could do, but I think Chaos is better for that. Okay. We relied off of RNG. I think we're fine. We're fine. So we'll take a little damage here. But again, we'll be up at 46 health, so we should be fine. We got white noise. This is what the chat wants. Capacitor, why not? Hello world, why not? Charge battery, why not? Ooh, I'm gonna take damage there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we took no damage due to how we scaled. Nice. Okay. Free card draw, chat. It's happening. Multicast for all that defense. I'm thinking about it. We'll do some damage first, though. That should be a lot of defense. Although I don't really need that much defense, to be honest. That gave us energy, which was even better, because now we drew chaos. Now I think we just win? 16... 16 plus 4 is 20, so we take no damage? Okay, we'll do that. So close, off by 1, chat. I had to think about it. Worth it. Oh, it killed itself, nice. We're back at 46. Colorless card to our hand, we don't need that, we're gonna ignore that. We can look at add a card to our deck. Let's go ahead and see what the options are. We got Faster Than Light, deal 6 damage. If you played less than 4 cards this turn, draw a card. This is literally free damage. Rip and Tear, deal 9 damage to a random enemy twice. So if we were going for melee, that'd be good. This is kind of one of those cards that just cycles. It costs nothing. So it being a plus is kind of insane. So if we just throw that out there, it's literally just free damage every turn. Kind of crazy. I think that's my favorite card to just kind of slip into decks. Like, even if we don't have Claw or anything else, it's just literally free damage. And sometimes it even just goes card neutral, so it's just like deal 6 damage, draw a card. It's so good. I don't really like Cool-Headed, as I said before. We have so many better options for Frost at this point. We didn't end up getting Blizzard again, but hey, we got some draw power. Okay, chat, we are 100% resting for health. Look at this. Okay, we're at 70 health, so we're back at basically starting HP. We have the power to draw 3 cards, which is not the best. And we have 1 boss left. Let's see if we could do it before midnight, chat. We'll see what happens. So this character's gimmick, if you haven't seen it before, is that the more cards you play, the faster that this enemy is able to do something. So every time I play 12 cards, it's the enemy's turn, guaranteed. I'm gonna make sure to start with some defense ups for sure. Let's go for a defend here. Worth it. So it's going to deal 26 to us, but we're going to reduce it by 1, so it should be okay. So we want to start getting... I'm going to hold off on... Well, probably Genetic Algorithm this turn. Or do I take the damage? I might just take the damage for now. I'm thinking about it. Oh, I could use Ritual now. Yeah, we're going to do that so we start stacking. I'm just going to take the damage for now. I'm going to keep Algorithm for when it gets really bad. Again, the more it attacks, the more it hurts itself. We just need something like a chill would be useful. Nice. So it took its turn, so it doesn't really matter. So we only take 4 for that. So that was a well-played turn. So it takes 9 every time it attacks us. I'm okay with that. Do we have a loop going? Let's go ahead and get that there. Block plus 8, why not? We'll go for a Cold Snap here, I think. Again, our strength will just continually scale. We're kind of in a little bit of a stalemate with the boss, but we'll see what happens. We got the Pain Bow, I'm thinking about it. White Noise, sure. Ooh, plus 4 focus? Yes, please. Multicast, why not? Again, our strength will just continue to scale. So if he takes their turn back at this point, we should be fine. We have a lot of Frost. Which might be the play here, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. So we have 64 shield to resist him. And keep in mind, chat, we're getting 1 strength every turn. We have loop, so he gets multi-struck there. I could recursion him, potentially. I'm thinking about it. I think that might be the play here. Use Glacier, I think, just to cycle a bit better. And I'll hold up on the defend, because he's going to do 33. I'm going to use the defend then. So he's at half health. We're at about half health. So we're in kind of a race at this moment. The more he attacks, the more he hurts himself. So he's a little below half health, and I'm going to be in trouble soon if I don't draw something good. We got another Hello World. Yes, please. Oh, I don't know what it did, but it gave us a lot of defense. Nice. Okay. So it's now very injured. Foolish, foolish. Oh, it healed itself. That's kind of ugly. 13 and draw a card. I think we need that. We'll draw the Pain Bow, maybe. I want to get a Dark Orb in there so we can potentially hurt the boss. It's not doing anything this turn, so I might as well end my turn with a Cold Snap. So we might have to finish it in melee, but we have +8 strength, which is not bad at all. So it's going to do 57 damage, which will kill us if we're not careful. So we have to start playing very aggressively. Let's deal 10 damage. Get a defend. Play a zap. Compile. Recursion. 3 damage. A zap. A defense. A... This is going to be a little tight. We might die from this, I'm not sure. We'll go for defense here. This is going to be so close, chat. Ooh, took a lot of damage there. It's getting very ugly. That weaken might have killed us there. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, our intelligence is now too low to do anything. We have to just kind of believe in the defense ups. Ooh, we're probably gonna die here, chat. This is not good. We're so close to winning, but I ran out of casts. Our intelligence is too low. Yeah, that's the downside of getting the focus up. I think I'm dead here. I got one more turn, maybe, to win. And unfortunately, our damage moves don't do anything anymore, so I need to draw strikes to win. Which might help. We're getting kind of lucky. If we could get the Dark Orb, we win. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, if we could get to the Dark Orb, we win, chat. But this is really desperate. We have to win, chat. Like, there is no choice. If we do not draw that Dark Orb or do not get 2 attacks, it is over. We will lose literally on the final round. This is... I've never seen a game this close. Oh, we got damage. That's a good sign. We need to draw more cards. Pray? You better pray, chat. Oh, we got it. We got it. It's over. It's over. But we'll damage him a bit more. No. Well, yeah, just die. Whoa. That was the closest I think I've ever seen. Literally down to 1 turn. If he got a turn, it would have been over. Thank you, multicast. But yeah, look at that, chat. All of our orbs did nothing. As we had -4 focus. That was brutal. What a way to end it. The thump, the thump, the thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire, the source of this evil? I know, chat. What a photo finish. You charge your core to its maximum. You deal 631 damage, so not as good as our previous one, which makes sense, because we had literally nothing in the first act. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourselves, have I been here before? So we've dealt a total of 7,693. It must be across all my accounts, because we clearly have not dealt that much total. So anyway, the number's slowly rising. Victory, question mark. So hey, every run we attempted, we won. Yeah, almost midnight, chat. Oh, chat. That card on the far right, God tier. Chat, can you imagine duplicating all of your best powers? You know what my favorite part is though, Kirk? There's the relic where whenever you play a power, your next card is randomly costing 0. I've had Echo Form do that, Kirk, and make creative AI 0. Like on a different turn. I'm like, come on, really? I played like 2 powers for one, like the double draw, and it's like, here's a free creative AI, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess this runs over. Yeah, that one is so good, but it's very risky. That one's, you kind of have to have the right cards, or if you want to do like, it's free faster than light, which is always nice. So that's more draw power. Yeah, really, really solid, chat. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So I was surprised that went on for that long, but we now beat it with every character. Look at that, chat. In four attempts, we won 3 times. Kind of happy about that ratio. Pretty good for this game, I have to say. So now, if we go to play it in the future, we have an option to go beyond Act 3. Have I ever beaten beyond Act 3? Never. 99% of the time when I get behind it, I usually die to the boss before the final boss, or I'm left at 6 health. I have never finished the fight before the true final fight at anything higher than 6 health. True story. I still have not done it to this day. Now, if we manage to get creative AI on the defect, then for sure I'd win. Because creative AI chat can spawn the thing that makes you immune to damage, which is hilarious when it just gives it to you for free. You're like, oh, I guess I just don't take damage this turn. Yeah, I could 100% win with I think the Silent with that other block build that we had going, or complete RNG. And just let the game play itself on the heart. Because again, the gimmick of the final boss chat, just so that you're aware, is that every time you play a card, you take damage. But if you don't choose to do anything because you're the defect with a bazillion orbs, then you just win by default after a while, as long as you can block the damage. So things like a Blizzard build are insanely strong, because all you do is just play Frost over and over and over until you can one-shot with Blizzard, basically. Kind of unfair. But yeah, chat, let's talk for a little bit. And I think we'll move the New Year celebration to a separate video. But I think for now, pros and cons of today's stream. I think that I'm very happy with how these runs went. I was really scared for the defect. I think if we did not have the meat, we would have lost. We got bailed out of the Act 2 boss when it gave us creative AI, aka the best power in the game, and you can't tell me otherwise. Its power is that it just is every power. So it's like, okay, we'll take that. So very happy with that. We only have one more character to technically beat the game with for Slay the Spire. Yeah, Chaos definitely blessed us. So chat started going towards Chaos. Chat embraced their inner selves, and they were rewarded with absolute insanity. I think at one point we had like, what, the 6 random colorless cards being drawn? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play these. Just doesn't matter. Also, I'm really glad I rested before the boss. Could you imagine if I had made the mistake of upgrading instead of resting? How detrimental that would have been to have lost right on the final fight. Anyway, resting's important, chat. That's why giving up resting is really, really bad unless you have another means of healing. Or you just steamroll that hard and it doesn't matter. But it's very risky in most normal runs. So I think what we're going to do, chat, is I'm going to put this into Be Right Back. And in a couple minutes, we're basically going to talk about the stream retrospective. And yeah, it should hopefully turn midnight as we talk about it. So just take a short break, because keep in mind, it's about 4 minutes, I think, for when it's going to turn into midnight. So in 2 minutes, we'll just reconvene. We'll talk. So this is your opportunity. Get a drink, do whatever you need, come back. And when you come back, we'll talk about how we feel the year went.